working in the fort. The next season, she was owning the same fort. One season, Mordecai was sitting outside the king's palace. The next season, he was inside the palace. We serve God who turns things around. God of unmerited favor.
Exacto.
Being dumped by a broke man is like being discharged from the hospital.
Exacto.
If you want respect in life, make money. Nobody is interested in your age.
Exacto.
Every man thinks every woman's dream is to find the perfect man. Please. Every woman's dream is to eat without getting fat.
Exacto.
Whenever I see a snake on TV, I immediately switch the TV off. I hate it. That reminds me of my ex.
Exacto.
My brother, hustle so that you wouldn't come and wait for your children to sleep before you touch your wife.
Exacto.
Dating a Jehovah's Witness is pure gold. No Valentine, no Christmas, no birthday. You only buy hair, umbrella, and sandals.
Exacto.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Exacto.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Ebehuru bebre, ebehim bebre. Amanfo be tonton sansan. Nanso menka nada. Upe asenim kiremu dia. Eno ani Unity Radio.
Wala top try.
Masha ho bono bono se ma wo so ana mo fiti wana ma ba betna.
Oh top me top me yedai. Asema da boka. So na bia mama no. Ma bia mama. Ebo bia mama. Also man so bo asema da boka. So David ene mo to yo to.
Yo kana ko.
Ene me ko ho.
Wo fo shamo mo show.
Me ko ho.
Mo show.
So me no tiam.
Wo de be tia de be mu. Wo de na tie ntia wo mo bi mama.
E mo we ni mo de mama. Yo ni so ti be bo mo. Ni so ti be bo mo. What the blue.
Mam eba no say.
Me ko toilet ne so. Bla ye toilet bia no krom ha say. Ana me se me ko toilet ne so. Me bia na blaze su ne ba bia me koto pa ho no so ba kan wa ne ye. Adan. Sa toilet de bia ene me ma koto so na ba ma se su ni. Mo ma toilet krom pa say kro ka ka nyina toilet ene e fan ya wo ho yi. E ma ne me nyina ne toilet ba ko so. Me koto ya na so ba koto me nchen. Adan nchen na yesa. E ta me ne ko sa toilet ko no.
Ah dia je say me ko toilet so me so afo so de me. Oh. Eba sa me so menya dai. O se me so tranchen. Na me so mennie. Na me kokoto nje ono nu afu sa adem ma ba ton so me so menya dai me ba so. Ton se ba ko pe. Mi nyina mi ni ngum ho. Mi timi ni ngum sa. O kokoto so ba no esi nchan. So ko te sa abrim pia so ani.
Na se eduru bebe e me ma no mo hyeda e na mo hu se ma na ekwa na mo koso bia na se.
Dabi. Ebu ha o enza to tele se to de bia e kef. Du bu kef na o ba ni so. Na to o so toilet de wo. Undimi ni ngo ho. O say de o go du bie.
Obi a toilet de wo de ye de na wa de koso na ye se toilet na do.
Ah, toilet de me ko akọ ne ye. Ah, o ya kef. Toilet de ye si bia e bu de kef. Ni atare nchen sei. Ndu bu kef na o ba de sisu yi.
Na se mo kre ma ne ha bo.
E ma ne ha ye. What is your toilet so ye ba ko pe. E fa ni nkwankwa ne ye. O ba ko no ba si so no me si so. So what is ndi toilet de enwum nkwa de enyina enwum nya ni abom. Comme je besie abana ntima besi bia ma enum manisa
Ana da ho no empanfo se enipa da sane hu donti anabo akama di na chi kwa beso na nyansanfuo se yensem pa na apese wutie dia ene ya Worcester bonte so ha onua ya sanse Unity Radio ho na nsem no hwegu Ane ye kanya yemwa se pimpim de he ase tresen mumusu da ya ehyenikirim mumutirim asem Unity Radio nkwa na yenim Unity Radio ya jiba bia boso
Asampayetia obanyansafo so obunuya wonka na asam ze mafutu sam kakre wa asopeme yo kofi amani ya woman amani ya mama eni baby akọ batata ya wareni onso wanini pa asade pa wo fe oye So
The more Bibi Achimo, Bibi Aquawa. I get it to radio 103.9. Anopa Bosuo na wasugusu awutiero. Mede ede ki Karusha. Asopa yi kofi eje. Ya bo achi bebre. Bra betra se ka blaster. Opo national. Kwaku opoku. Atnasi. So they see and Debiano. Omo master say medie bro. Prem stores. Anochi restaurant. Asamas trading. Dan auto repairs. Dr. Kwabi scientific care. Go Coast Catering Service and Restaurant. Kumasi Market. Anochi Trading. Faith Marketplace. Dreams Africa Market. Asopa yi kofi eje wa kofi asopa yi kofi eje na anopa yi obesai wa say okwa etia oyire ma me sewa bebi obi ayi chere na anopa yi e kai mu say Canada, the senior national team Black Stars akono Angola na ko sedinya ba wie no na tipe ko e beka onsem kakra wa American Vice President Kamala Harrison akoko piem Ghana na ensem na boba ensem na yompo ena no parliament ensem akoko piem ni say minority fo no bu ofuye papa say aden nse Ghana edom kuma mo parliament kamu de mo na edi mani atum so say nka minister say do so de nka yente so a musuma fa koyi echi na akwakoto aba na say ama minority caucus no parliament no mo haraki no omo bu ofuye pa say abobi beka na say fu tu no no say pa automatic na abrante ba ko de o si ni hu adwudi ni ye pa abrante fe no Sam Jata George o say na me wi ni anu mo ye donkuma ya no mti parliament ye say dachi metume jamedua no ho metume jamedua no ho na makọ say de mama me hu adwudi me pa eno ni se bebra ya putiri egu awmaso a ye ri ba do pay enne ye di ebramo kasafidie so aye unity radio 103.9 minia kwaku opoku atrase ba ma na kwaba kwaku machi ma kwaba
ye nua minia
na pom ti say
asori penia o se me mama ne buofo no so ma buofo no pay
ade te wa buofo
na de asna for ye Ghana no Kalusha ye
o wa ye
de asna for omo ye Ghana no eye
o ma ye say
de asna for ye Thomas Tay Partey aye hia Partey say omo bon ma Ghana na asna for tutu ogu na sum te say de mere bi Jose Mourinho eye Michael Essien et said the Liverpool Joel Matip Emma African Cup of Nations Matip and Cameroon koje adai na English clubs name per se English clubs no
particular for omede official by and official access Partey don see injury no be hardware
say
Partey so recent times or injury prone
France fresh
or injury prone
Jai injury prone asamneka
France
fresh Saliba okay omunfa
fiscal glass
mamen kasa masa ama makwaba
na mo akaba say na makasa for fire
no same osime man buofu misuma o ma me buofu serious say France for frɛ Saliba asna omunfa fiscal ni nachi say England efrɛ Saka omunfa fiscal it's a disrespect to begin with. It's a total disrespect. Not just say your medical team na wono move because they Africa. Which Arsenal player and no friend call England national team omo di fisio ka ho. Kalusha answer me.
In modern time you say
maybe say men ka say modern time no forget about modern time for injury control. If the player is not fit, give us medical records that tells and states per FIFA rules say onye fit into ma. England called Mason Mount. Chelsea proved to England with medical records that Mason Mount was injured, so he couldn't come.
It's your own assessment.
Reece James was called to the national team. He played one game. The second game he couldn't play.
Let me ask you this question. In the own assessment, do you think say a coach like Chris Wootton, remember Arsenal for Edoma Yabe home run say Pride Branteno form woman Chris Wootton and your coach.
Stop right there. Don't make that point. Stop right there.
Point where people say make.
When Michael Essien feigned his injury, who was in charge of the Black Stars? There's some now okay. If the player says I am not fit, if the player says me were injury, which stupid coach and not never ball?
Nanta player can say or injury. A medical doctor, you know, omunya ibibia, omunya test. No, that's the question.
No. What about can say? No,
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Say player can say prayer. And those medical doctors.
Question. Hold it right there. What is the question? Hold it right there. We'll see.
Go ahead.
Chris Hughton, a coach like Chris Hughton, and now Masna for and can say. One, what take Chris Hughton a post-match interview? What's he saying?
Or say, almost assessing who know so minor agent, but no more person or
the player says he has or feel something or minor injury, as you said, into on final day. Player or
risk it.
No player.
That's what he said.
No coach in his right frame of mind. And a player beban who have catch and say we prod ball. No coach, because so if you do that na BBC then it's on you, because I told you I wasn't fit. And in any case, player ni be jina ball nkra on kunu ho e mobo. This is something that we all know. This is something what you are why sports we nim say coaches
question is,
let me finish my point. I'll address that. Coaches all over the world depend on players who are committed. Do you know if Partey played, what could have happened? Ball AF. Ghana for your celebrating mediocrity. Ball AF Partey boy, I wouldn't be in see. Sir Thomas Partey jina ball nimbobia. You know what could have happened? What could have happened with the game we played yesterday? When the incubate is a Partey Jina Finfio alongside Salis Ahmed Salis, and then we had that number 6 guy. What's your friend saying? Yeah, he was phenomenal. And look at the changes the coach made. Sankasa time no Partey will winning match easily. Watch me, you. Sequesiada Partey Bejina Mabamas now. Watch me, you. Sequesiada player also a plano. Obejina Mabamas.
So arrested from this up to.
So what is the injury? Player pra 1 day. 2 days, as an arrest into me. What to me? Yeah, Mumma respect your mind so kakra. Now you make cases for our clubs than our country, because we know. We are checked to say. Maybe so ourselves. Medical team. No, hey, Mamika Samcho. Me person me bonidi. Me or primary doctor be wa. As some kind say yes, idea bien to me feeling my only pain. No medical doctor, no matter how expert he is, and obey to me feel pain amount. And if you go to your doctor now, besides on a scale of 1 to 10, opinion is saying now 10, the doctor cannot dispute it. Into who a Ghana medical team into me, Partey say I feel the pain. Me feel something inside. So even if he's fit and he says he's not, you can't measure pain. That's the whole point. Into a medical team no. Limited with what they can do.
They don't do any assessment. They do me to say they don't do any assessment. The question is they don't do any assessment.
Assessment in the same.
They have to assess the intensity of the injury.
Intensity in the same.
Maybe they can do MRI and those kind of stuff.
Could no Angola no 2 minutes now kobo na MRI to ascertain the player now say Philly Bibino. Are you training a day before the match? Jordan Ayew, Mrs. Jordan, the day Ayew Brian, the day Ayew was shipped out because the injury was there for everybody to see. Into bomb, they say Bournemouth, right?
No.
Nottingham Forest. Straight away, issue statement. GFA issue statement. No koi. Partey their statement. By the only thing we heard after the match, because time now for commentary. No, maybe sir, what did you tell me? Did you know Partey was injured? You didn't know. Asori Penny didn't know. Asori Penny was even rather blaming coach Chris Hughton. So who the head coach and so the Partey at my bench, and I'm saying and the best way pro who knew Kwajamo can was it there be Partey address it to bench. So the thing is, Mumayam first spade a spade and not a big spoon. What I said, these things have been happening to African countries. The so-called big clubs in Europe no omu Africa, because you are one kasa wu Kalusha me no ti hey. U coach a friend say Jurgen Klopp Yeah, but African Cup of Nations. What interview here? Oh, I hear there's going to be some small tournament in Africa. That is how he described us. It is European coaches, no. That is how they see Africa, and I don't blame them because you can't do this to Egypt because North African countries, no, they know their way out, and left from right. But the now be a kwasia, no be a disrespecting. All in the name say Africa for. It has to stop. I think it has to stop. It's about time say GFA for no do must be form. But inferiority brony from inferiority complex. So inferiority complex yenji hundi into that bia no mu buye kwasia. It is unacceptable. Even though it has been any official say now sorry penny say a statement Ben Arsenal that do you expect Arsenal to come out with a statement? No, they can't do that. The Arsenal will work through their player. Because when Partey says I am injured, when Partey says I feel my groin, when Partey says I feel my hamstring, nobody can force him to play. Nobody can force Partey to play. Arsenal himself, some ko ye bibi say yeah my because the FIFA will punish them. And utie Gianni Infantino, Kalusha utie no. Me want to call to be was say Europeans no, they are yet to the rest of the world no. It's a saying come take about 3,000 years to apologize.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. FIFA president the cancer time I woke up Nico Qatar no criticize no. Was see what we the Europeans have done to Qatar to the rest of the world over the last 30 years or so, no, we have to also take some number of years, about 3,000 years or so, to apologize to the rest of the world. Sana de biamu Sana de, and unfortunately, yes, I support you. That is the problem. That is the problem. How can a team like Liverpool prevent Joel Matip from going to play for his nation? Because Jurgen Klopp sees Cameroon as a small country, as an African country. How on earth? Michael said they happened on them Jose Mourinho at Chelsea. And then you had some Chelsea fans who at the time were so happy because Mourinho Chelsea be winning matches. Chelsea ni Ghana and yepe in me open national me eyes. I will choose patriotism any day because anonym the country of my birth. When them be adapted Ghana there, many ex-country biao, me crew ni Ghana, me mind ni Ghana. I only grew up and so I maybe for Chelsea as my club. So my first, you can't say, my first love is with Ghana. It wouldn't be with Chelsea. If Chelsea should treat any player or any African country wrongly, I'll condemn it in all certain terms. You said these things goes on. No club will be able to bring out an official statement and say, maybe Chelsea, maybe Arsenal, maybe Liverpool, maybe say. They work through the player. That is what happens, and we all know it. We all know it. What I say, it's very unfortunate. So Thomas Partey is becoming that type of a player who chooses matches he wants to play. He's becoming that type of a player who comes to Black Stars just to show up to avoid lambast from the public. And then he comes, he plays one game. This is the only time Partey has won a national team colours that everybody from length and breadth of Ghana was praising him in that Angolan game in Kumasi. And then we only go to the return leg for you to feign injury. Let's wait and see if he doesn't play on Sunday. The Brazilian game, it was the same. I sat here, I was hosting the show. Manucho argued with me. But in the end, Sunday drew a no Bobo Masna. I know cry was Saturday. No Jemu Bobo Masna. Omo Peliga, they run in tea. What I say, and then I saw Penny was saying, he said, I knew a Bema journalist, I friend say, GFA Piero, Asante, friend say, Henry Asante Chum, Utie no Koku, Yabua show, so Henry Asante Chum, CC, and I'm saying, he's the spokesperson for the FA. Do you expect him to come and condemn the player on national radio? No. If me upon national sitting here, if I become the spokesperson, because those your public relations are, you manage the relations between public and the organization you stand for. Until nye bibia na be spelling it out. Even if they have intel inside, say ebia Partey okay no person obeboa. Once, and especially Kalunim, what could have happened, especially now that the results no and I say Ghana for Bibri and Aji said results no was okay. And the goal we scored, I was talking to a friend, Christopher Ducci, who said we haven't scored this type of goal in about 100 years. No, Omame is Rimbo. And I'm 100 years now, but that goes to tell, say, the goal we scored was a team goal. It was a team goal, what I said. So that is what is happening. Until you don't expect Henry Chum to come and sit on peace.
Enough of
no. Hear me, Pakalu. And has had now teams near Europe. I was say FA for no respective countries. FA no almost original. Nigeria country Bernard last time I'm report to be to FIFA. You find them big time no. You can't do that. They don't respect us. What I say? You can't. Why not? The banner.
No, but so what assess will say when the player says you cannot play, then if you betray. So player, I can say
that's what I'm saying. Said they work through them. Say me until I make us once again and the way we manage information and the way we do our things. No, sometimes we undervalue and underestimate ourselves, because other than that, I'm telling you, we have good crop of players at the Black Stars. If Partey feels he prefers Arsenal than Ghana, leave Partey out of the team. We have Partey Amobinenra Yelusui, Partey Bobi Wajika Pama Ghana. If he's not ready to don the jersey, don't let him disrespect us. Leave him out of the team, because after all, Partey with all the matches Awabuama Ghana, no Partey contribution panicing.
And the ball until what I say, Partey Emperor were faking.
Master or faking, me can. He's in your first time. Awoyeni. Sameboa, you say the why you be done. It's happened before. The day you cry.
What I don't understand
is you cry.
It's a coach like Chris Wood. No. Chris Wood met me. I'm gonna decide you have a fan and say Arsenal walk to a Partey. In what sense?
That's some Kalusha okay.
That's what I mean. No, but
no. I'm just being rhetoric. Said yes, some okay. Meaning say the whole can hear easy. Say a coach like the coach cannot do anything. The until I make us say, yeah, TH na yeah Juma we ache. To say I knew how these teams, especially during run-ins, say ye Bob BB na ye be na player na ye pivotal ma omo. African players, they do that to them a lot, and you know that.
Partey ya okay ni Nigeria for what na we na wambo. Anu complain so pra.
Asema.
Ya go go friendly match. Ni Nigeria. Ya ni Brazil na so pra.
Home away game na oka no.
Sa you what cup qualify. What is a match
ba ko.
Yeah, other matches you
home and away game na oka no. Home and away game na oka no. Satam na Arsenal bought tournament me. Na Arsenal Nigerian catch me. Go back and check. I'll give you time. Check him me. Na me who Satam no dia na Arsenal bo. Any dia na Arsenal party.
Who the Partey plano I say Arsenal person mo jele great.
See Dana. Just last couple of months in Afin Mayo.
That said it was a friendly match or so pra.
Enti friendly match and the omo mbebo omo
sebi oka so pra there OGT say we pra.
They did got hurt physical injury. I was training. Omo ye training. If you saw the video they did got hurt physically. I was training. The day you cry, they don't bring him. No. Yes, I'll be sent common.
Partey opera spiritually.
I'll be sent common.
No. Partey opera spiritually. Is that what you are saying?
Kalusha.
No, they play physically.
Who say you are no?
Let me say something.
Let me talk
physically.
You ask me a question.
Let me answer physically. Partey will play spiritually.
Let me see what be some question. So let me answer you. Or you
just go ahead and answer.
Thank you. The day you pray. The club. Nottingham Forest released their statement. GFND can release his statement. Said the day a proud training, physically, proud training. Until onto me more until he's been sent back. Nottingham Forest as a club released their statement. Until GFND can release his statement. Say we pra. Until you didn't what I say. Until me starting on make a sign say wuntie because of your stance. Maybe say say one now better studio. Epic commentary. What he said what before the game Partey injury me no kasa phone so me bisa Partey, were you able to give me any news as to why Partey didn't play?
Players
you haven't no we say bisa me question here and your players don't obeko ha yem finish way now dia ban obisa me question and I'm you ano and I'm see the day prior no It was made official. Everybody saw it. Players now more training grounds so attested it, and I saw some players wishing him well, wishing him speedy recovery. Okay, some players tweeting, wishing the Capito speedy recovery. And I maybe say, Pate Diano, and seasonal journalist, king of sports. When I bet in a studio for a commentary, did you have any news from camp? Say Pate was not fit to play yesterday.
No, tell me back park now. The
answer hasn't come.
No, tell me back you know, because coach, no, this coach, you know, you always what's that? People find it difficult before they get the FSA.
And your lineup, Kalusha.
Oh, yeah, okay, 2002. 2002 India. Yeah, and now body problem. No.
Line up maybe saw assembly Unimano, Unikona na India then.
Casablanca for training. One bra.
The D ball.
Kalusha. Champions League final.
The D ball a
chinye. Now the player crowd say
the D ball a chinye. The D ball a chinye no. Nana India, so pay players are. It's not for the day you assemble Kramisi Chasso. Because the day you football player, the day you current crop of players now on. Current crop of players now. Current crop of players no more. The most committed player amongst them is the Dayu. Nobody can question the day's commitment. So when the day is injured, he's injured because onye be that on faking injury that Uncle Bob man club. We've never seen it. When the day is even hurt, he play through pain for Ghana. Despite you can have all your
what a fake injury.
And I'm talking.
What a fake injury.
I'll get there.
Were you there? What a fake injury.
I will get there.
Okay.
I'll get there. Now
time.
We are talking about Ghana. This is more important. We have to respect ourselves as a country before others will respect us. We should stop defending people who don't show picture. You better not about politicians. Politicians so so when it happens to a player we love, I always say this. Look me in the eye and tell me. That is how I know you love me. You don't like me, you don't love me. Look me in the eye and tell me. So I may not agree with you initially, but I'm a coffee and instinct and reflective now you know we say
medical record which will be fake injury.
Kalusha.
In what capacity? I assume were you at the training grounds a player in the castle and I overcame with fake injury. Medical records men are out with the
now you can be say Nambisa say Kalu is it provoke him say speculation all right. So catch me and I'm penny for say and who be pain and who be
now who they now who
no mama kasa make kasa manunsi they
now who
na say make kasa me see who be painty and you say aboasre wa ogige ne background no ayden no yin ni atoncha because be no be the tie be time wo mo la no awa yin ni atoncha no tie ne boniti ohun ya nso da form na ne ba na kasoro ne ba no sukra na onya nsu etu no ntimi ntu no ja ne ba no ho janka me no to see it say if you be honest and not trying to play the devil's advocate. Black Stars crop of players.
But you are trying to play the devil's advocate.
Maybe so Asem.
Let me ask you the question. You are trying.
Let me ask you the question.
To play the devil's advocate.
Since I know to
I saw pay you wait my fair now. Back kabichi.
Since I don't want me fighting now from.
Fighting make me but on a player.
Why player?
So na any player am okay.
Or first question Bisano say. Bisano. Me no need come before we got into this no. Or say ne buofu Thomas Party pa. Or no sorry penny. Or for Bisano say I didn't think I was in the buofu Thomas Party.
Kwaku shoes mutimi ne nya no so
shoe is patriotic. Shoe is patriotic.
Ah no unfair no patriotic.
Yes, okay. At the end, SC, we've seen it.
How many times? 2 times.
2 more times. There have been so many times.
So many times. My example.
Oh, I see Juju. Hey, I see into more. Yes, see into more. Yes, see. It's been happening.
Any Brazil for the normal.
To me, more born in Magana. Kalu yes, Reno. Yankas Unimbobo. He's one of the finest midfielders in the world. Despite say, me bonnet. He's one of the finest midfielders in the world now. But on to me more Ghana ball now. Abedi Ayu Maestro, Stanley Abora, Soka Stanley Abora, Franka Mankwani Azikasari, Emmanuel Ampia, Minko Mechibibri, Omunyina Mabako, nti so ntumi mobiam asamojan CK Akono omo nyina omo abako ni Odate Lamte omo abako nti so ntumi mo Tony Yaboa Yegola omo abako
Augustin Ahemfo
Michael Essien Augustin Ahemfo omo nyina omo abako
Steven Apia
Steven Tornado thank you Yiman Samuel Osekufo and Yiman Osekufo Drume bi no bohas Yekobo Ghana in Nigeria he turned a goalkeeper. We have seen patriotic players in the national team. Players who played to the utmost top of their career.
So how do you say player or no ball? I mean, winning one nil. No, so a player or a patriotic. So how do you define patriotic? No, how do you define patriotic?
Kalusha.
No, how do you define it?
The way you're involved.
But then you said
I've given you my grounds. I've explained everything. I've given you my grounds.
How do you explain
players? Not because players are bobo so players no mobile, you know. Obi amaso bebo 2 games. Your ball back we no obi aka so second game ko hwan na bebo.
Also a prayer.
Thank you. I like the phrase.
What's your prayer also? When they your medical staff or check you say a prayer.
Medical staff better check it. My report.
Medical, you know, doctors from
player see a prayer. Player see on Philippe. Player see on person bebo.
Then the official
once a player tells you I don't want to play, me prayer no.
The official will take the player to the table. No feeling, no the intensity of the injury.
I told you. Minim doctors are sports medicine. Minim doctors and yet no doctor on this planet in able to measure the pain that I upon national feel. Even though I don't
so if I saying that data and pate okay prayer. I didn't tell
Intina Mekacha said that is where faking of injuries cannot be detected and determined. Who can say the Intia Mekasa say, oh, see your medical team no are now in detecting say player needs to feel something. Okay? Yeah, but how many hours? Yeah, born, yeah, bako a fiada, right? And a yawada. And you took away and you bako juada. Just about 3 days interval. I dear bet you said Dana, who crowd sit down on Babo Bona. One outcome, we sit down on mobile park is always saying, one outcome. I haven't even read that report, but pay your own words. What's your mobile born on or sweepra? One out here is your kind. It is on Babo born or sweepra.
Because no bench. Is it the bench? No bench. Or bench coaches so
sometime or
post match a year interview now. I mean, coach he can no accept this was the situation when the situation in here about say no person on very risky, you know. What is this one to say?
The mechanic say show. The mechanic say coach no dey uniform. Say coach no kudus e catch and say coach I feel something in my leg. Okay, so okay England. Okay England time I win Rooney now so no. Call tournament Rooney pray chichere na the boys okay. So okay Zidane.
Yeah.
The bandage in the ceremony now so okay. There have been so many players. Gareth Bale, you're one in Pani now man bobo man mine. What I say? There are so many players who have played top notch and there's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. What about Kokra Senka Ujaibo Bokrano? Or say honored and humbled. Sweden Saturn Safran 41 years. Player at the twilight of your career. One my club. You to say a puppet. Come on. This won't happen in Europe. This will not happen in Europe. And you have Ghanaians who will not be patriotic enough knowing the truth because of 1 or 2 positions in T. You best a defending party. Say ya Chelsea na ya mfa ya na ya see from na ya nka no kra nkyere ho a. Sa na entina politicians in yes ano because already you respect ye ho. We always look down on ourselves. Entina me bisa questions he said. Ehifa tell me ehifa na Saka. You friend the England national team. Arsenal player ben your friend a national team omodi physio kan ho. We don't have physios. We don't have physios. Not just a number 1. Yen medical team no kra wo ho no. Arsenal for omu nyeden. Omu mu yen. Arsenal for omu mu Franco you anything. Arsenal for omu mu yen. That is the first thing. The omu PBB we sent a physio Kaluisha Bruno nyanyi ni jacket kra nwi. Focus on the conversation.
Just listen to you.
Just listen to him.
What's the man here? But listen to you. Say a question me baba na maybe sao.
Because blaster no cry any ho.
It will be about disrespect already.
Yeah.
So what I say, Mimi Fils Arsenal for did the right thing. Two things. Also, the world is beginning to know that teams need the finance players, and it will come a time one. Sad to see we are seeing now. So what I say, because Mimi Fils said, if I come on, Mimi Fils said, a bedroom review, a team to say, Arsenal, for example, which have more than £200,000 every Friday for a player like Thomas Partey. So what I say. So a Kobo national team match ba. Na opera. Consequences near huge. Both on the national and the team nankasa. But me my dream no. It's either say player in the bedroom review friend of Bakasa Oma. Tio. And that's obenya excuse be. Opo asoma Bakasa Chelsea to me enough document to prove that.
Oh, remember how it is where they flashpoint. Where military training can go be. Then they better training more. Misguided information is a lot, and I'm here to straighten people up. So how the channel? I know that. Oh, we have a catch will be unknown. Tiase. So in your friendly fire, we have a catch on your opposite. What a microphone say what doing?
No, you can see about also
There will be integrity. So you can't conform my one of a child is a police also back a cancer for me. What's
the police is owning it? Yeah,
now
for craft fair.
Yes, and
almost wabono. Yes, I know. Nothing else.
It's going forward, you know. Going forward, you know. Going forward, you know. Clubs need to do a while. It is either on the catcher player and it's a man could be, and they can do that. Okay, so Black State room, Rebino. Well, why they play be a bra. And let me tell you, a country like Ghana, no, your football administration, you need any power to question a club like Arsenal. But they are now doing us a favor where they add a physiotherapist to the player. Whether Ghana is going to pay for it, you know, we have to look into two things. So, Uchia physio now all ban on the whole thing. No, let me finish. Opposite what can be a
no information filling. One, physio Arsenal they buy.
Right.
They did so. Kalusi Sakamra and Ento Bruno Snow. Physio now Arsenal they buy.
Right.
They brought it at their own cost. And yeah, Ghana and strength some.
You mean only Tiba to us? But the American say, Empo Ekobasa who be here say Omino. And Ghana gonna make all the African countries. Uber finance such thing to happen now. We look at two things. If you have Thomas Partey in full mindset with the blessing of the team, no Boma now bet qualify to achieve more monies in World Cup and whatever tournament. And now say, would you like to have say Obeka say oh makra? So it's your dream by BB as a minor. Yama players be very bigger among the team. So say Obetima bo matches no without Thomas Partey and you are mind phobia.
Of course we can.
Good. If a coach can demonstrate that.
No player is bigger than any.
No, I know, but it depends on the coach. Also, but to say I bet the Pele and no more the day you no way. I tell you sometimes ball no more boy say be na enko yi. Yes, so munim ball no but to be enko yi. Na so coach cross substitute na Edding. So be to say Inaki, wa for Inaki ya go for the bread blaster ya. Say emu Edding.
Oh say Inaki obegine there because nearby
Inaki ya go for the ba ebi no. Nti no say coach timi demonstrate say what party I don't need you because me wo Semenyo, me wo Asmeru, me wo the other method and the whole Spain the call work up no but offensive method no. That's like
Salis.
But Salis on his Spain.
France. Timi what these good players in Tino. So if you hold the door, it's okay. Stay there. So we show sad demonstration, you know, with time one. Ute. Okra on fair player and no okra bomb price is over. But so depending wholly entirely on him. I don't know. A bedroom rebino. The team never started or instigate on you because almost started here. Nipana Kaba the bedroom rebino. Ghana is going to foot the bill very soon. Not now, but very soon.
Kalu, let me come in here. This is how football works. What I say? Club call up no. If you see since the inception of ball. Ufa player, the player comes to the national team and gets paid when he's playing for the national team. Ghana is of no exception, the whole world. Okay? I know your point number one. Point number two, Bruno Kase, Arsenal full chair Partey £200,000. If we don't know Partey, but it could be £200,000 a week. And Arsenal feels say, Mena Michia player neka. nti ɛsɛ sɛ Ghana I should be able to determine say obebo ama Ghana na sɛ ɔnyɛ den ɔmo FIFA doesn't give clubs no sa power no and in fact according to FIFA say yɛbɛkɔ tournament kora FIFA rule no state say o player biara free ne team mu minimum 14 calendar days say a tournament what I say and I say international break to say the idea depending on club no ne team no ayonkofa da mo ntem no ebi amutumi ka say oh ebi esenko ba Monday by be man about Tuesday ebi say and obi ho bobo wie ya kra no na waba and sometimes player no so willingness e ka ho bi what I say player no willingness e ka ho bi what I'm saying in is say enye pattern nko ani player Arsenal tuanika Granit Xhaka
200,000
yeah
you're right
yeah Granit Xhaka what I say Granit I'm challenge figure Granit Xhaka I'm just Granit Xhaka right Granit Xhaka ekobobo ma Sweden
That's right.
Switzerland sorry yeah Switzerland
Ibrahimovic
Saka kobobo ma England all the other players some na from Obiakoi what I say why did you not say oh Saka is the best player I don't know how say Saka say scientific nebra. The thing is
no the player my jam work as a mama bisa question the player in question no of late or prepare rough off or prepare bars na game crab or one no what if I try be two or one or no me so I can't buy or first game also a player also say of fake injury you know in what capacity as a physio and now your doctor and who say a player fake injury and also fake injury go ahead and talk. How many
you are repeating yourself?
I'm not repeating myself.
Question will be said. What be some of my answer? Why you've asked this question 3 times on the show already? More than 3. And there are some now okay. Unti say player fake injury da. Unti bida. As a sport journal maybe so. Unti bida.
Menti bida.
What's saying?
At the medical team of the club, Najatum.
Medical team.
Because that's how the team don't have to assess you and prove that what you are saying is right.
Listen, you see, more mass now yet to say it doesn't exist. It exists. Who better have first crowd? Okay. Who now your initial delivery? Who see players be to say the name come Michaelis and DNA. We've had who can say yeah share who see you. That is your first statement. Say yeah that's why they do that to us. Yes. It happens. You can sit here and tell me faking of injuries, especially from our part of the continent, to favor clubs in Europe in New York. It happened with Michael Essien. It happened with Thomas Partey. It has happened before. Partey, Brazil ball on the ball, catch us with bra or more. Yeah, line up here, coach here, line up here, or so more. What I say? Okay, we can know Jamu Bobo Mas now. Nipa be branding that time. Now, one can be. Why are you sitting here?
You're straight through an injury. A player play through injury.
You were sitting. I was hosting the show. You sat here and you condemned him. But today you are here, so you are defended. My point is say, Arsenal players, Chelsea players, Man U players, Echo Bobo play teams or countries in Europe. They don't do that, but they do that to African countries. Because one, just said okay, no, your players no journey say, oh, only Chiamika, but they pay all the other players that play for their national teams too.
Right.
Until Amika say, in this case, no, Arsenal, everybody keep through party because Arsenal knows that if they only to me yashi. Until now, say Arsenal will coins on the no FIFA rules no. So when you jai player no call national team, all the owners now it's on only control. Except to say, exactly, except to say be a player no EPRA, then they fly him back to the mother team to say the day you got injured. GF the official statement by players will be treated because we proud training grounds a day before the game. Partey di one of we sports journalist king of sports. And I'm in the studio. Maybe say Kalu, why is Partey not in the team? Other yes we pray now. You want information be player be a proud national team. Yeah pre-match. And omo bebo no so I won't say so sure omo just shot what is the thinking behind your selection and all that they do. Why is this player not in the team? Yeah, pon we answer na ukra na catch him say omo bebo no na party is we pra who na catch me o enti a player who feel say we pra da omo ball no magana and na de no so bi si yen chai party be ball my yen
enti FA na sembe na omo kan fa ho before the game
Before the game, they didn't say anything until after the game because people didn't understand why Partey was not in the team.
That is the problem I make a say. When I'm talking about say, your efforts no. One more thing, can you almost structure no?
I totally agree with you on that.
I'm a team no override.
But do
you also know, say?
We underestimate.
Hold your fire.
We undervalue ourselves.
Hold your fire. Let me ask
this.
This
can happen with
England.
England.
Do you also know, say, because of your occurrence of the Partey ninja, you know? As we are talking right now, no. The one is replacement, and that's almost per backup. Because of the ninja, you know. The intensity or the paper rough no, and to open replacement.
The argument now.
Maybe
backup transfer window is closed. Backup. I'm talking about this season. You are talking about next season. Yes, I'm okay.
But this season, how much?
Yeah, can't ball and no asema. What they call next year? May Ukrainian league. And the argument na me.
The argument na me.
Oh, yeah. As we are speaking, Arsenal is looking for backup for Partey. The transfer window is closed. Point number 1. If you don't know,
I know.
But number 2 is.
I didn't remember asking so much about midfielder. If we say Partey,
other than Arsenal, Modric, Abraham more wingers. Oh, tell me, they had Martinelli, Omuwo, Saka. Why were they looking for more wingers? I think that will be playing. Why you Juma player Tima? Omubebo Champions League next season. Team Manchester United are they not looking for more players? Liverpool money players. Nyama Musa Moguso Sape players. Mupe Jude Bellingham ni adeno. Arsenal will be playing in the next in Champions League next season. So first, omo competitions, you know, more competitive and they want to go far. And Tiwaji Liga, you get more money, so you build a better team to go and play and do well in Europe because they haven't been in the Champions League for such a long time. It is not news. Transfer window and there will be assessing the squad. Some will go and then they bring reinforcement based on the club's achievement objectives.
I don't understand your assessment of somebody faking injury.
You think I'm talking to your ears to understand me? You've taken a extreme stance, but I'm shocked.
But you accept it.
What's not happening?
Also accept it.
So can you share a person back in the point to say? As we speak now, Arsenal. Ascend the scouts or more planning how to find a replacement or a backup for Partey.
Arsenal already has a backup. Point of correction. Analysis no go too far into the future. More say asem conversation I have no. More jira the meaning. Why are you talking about August? Abra you want a match.
Oh, how many matches to the end of the league?
It doesn't matter. I'm talking about.
No, it doesn't matter. Say you have 10 games. Let's talk.
I use the word run into the season, and it's a sporting term. You understand it? Run in, just a league. Arsenal wants to win the league, so if they are protecting Partey, you are talking about next year.
No.
Yeah, no. You are talking about replacement. No, Arsenal already.
You know that word say Arsenal prepared to even. Plan said next year, told that guy no.
No.
One at a time. Said you better.
No. If that is the case, I didn't. Why are you bringing a Yakubu World Cup? It's a seminar. Say of fake injury up to the current one.
What's Yakubu
World Cup? A friend match. Anybody Koba? What you
are? When you sat here and you said same. What na can be? Let me host the program. What's na? What's na? How can be? Pick him on. But the point I'm making is that it's a run into the league. It's a run into the league. League ni yabende. And next year Sam Namika run into the league. The league ni yabende. So Arsenal would want all their players to be fresh and strong. That is why I started my point. Say Jane Nankasa. We don't respect ourselves.
Yes.
I don't know because about the day you committed.
Yeah.
When you were bringing the day
hold your fire. Let me go to the line.
Who doesn't know Partey is not
hold your fire. Hold your fire. Hello. 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 Hello.
Good
morning, Emma Kwawa. About you the radio.
Yeah, me James. I hope no be on you.
Obi ahu ye para say.
Adam, Obi are fine. I national problem. I this matching and conversation he taking care of him. What is his problem? We need the another way national. Where don't you get it? Where don't you get it?
Where I don't get it is Mona Mwama na mo born because I see before.
What do? We don't have any a year on paper. Also says a coach, I'll say a precautionary. Who says light? It's pictures in your mind trending. Who said they were working on Patrick's ankles and knee.
Pictures bad trending. Pictures not trending. Pictures not trending. I bet trending for Sunday game. You know why I bet the same pictures.
Can he get better before Sunday?
No, miraculously he can get better.
And
miraculously he can get better. When another shoe, Arsenal to be defending. When it happened to Michael Essien,
maybe the problem is he go be fit.
He just didn't want to aggravate. He didn't want to aggravate the injury. That's why he let him down. I mean, if the need and if it was needed, the needed and rise.
The Montugana and Chile, Montusu Asna.
I saw the pattern. Montugana and Chile in the game. It was just there were players with prayer. I swear I take his stance. Why crying over Pate?
Why not take his stance?
Ashimero, I mean, we're fitting to team already.
No, I'm not talking about that. Who come Black Stars is here. Won't mean Ashimero compare Pate. Honestly speaking.
Yeah, but I'm saying, on any
Pate now. So Pate. Sure, I agree with you. I agree with you, sir. Ashimero Beya there. But who come Black Stars? Current Black Stars are the face of the team. Aye Pate and Kudus. So who can the current?
Who are you blaming? Are you blaming Arsenal? I won't blame Arsenal. I won't blame the coach. I won't blame.
No. One, I don't blame the coach. The coach in the because, like I said, medicine. Obi bisa doctor. Obi on to me measure pain. Player is so Filipino. You can't to me yet. But we have records. Your records. You say asema dance ni hono. Chabe bina dia dance here. You a dance here.
But the only thing I said, I Angola. Because now
you don't have to be there. What are you talking about? Then I know Beckham Black Stars match. What's my heading?
And yeah, easy. So
do you have to be there to talk about it?
It's not an easy thing to fix.
You want me to believe what you're telling me? You want me to believe what you're telling me? You too. I don't want you to believe. But that is my point. My point is, go ahead. No, a pride. So Maninkasa, who was Maninkasa? I was sharing some beautiful thoughts with you.
Which one is beautiful?
Thank you.
Part deal with this is not the first time we see this international football in relation between national team and local clubs. And we'll be all the time.
But what Africa?
What is important in the say? The demeanor as the FA no, and then my teams need to treat you that way. So,
that's exactly what I said.
As a coach and then as an FA now, Mufi say a key player or yet in your plans. Every minute be I said one some very important in the club because of our influence. So what I say, and if you allow a player to show certain characters, a acrophobia, it is also on Tiapa. It's a player about ball is with prayer. Teams and Russia make us say. Almost you better assess the level of the injury and update the club.
No. This kind of coach you cry what coaching top-notch clubs in
because
coaching
top-notch is saying who can use top-notch no which there no magic I'm a premiership club I just don't use the word top-notch
division 2
class coach
top-notch coach. A top-notch coach is a coach that coaches teams like Manchester United, Liverpool,
that's not
Chelsea, Arsenal.
Come on.
Now what you're talking about? A Premiership team. Some question. Let me talk. Let me explain my point in Tiamekasa. Top-notch team here, Norwich.
The top-notch league is
Premier League and relegated teams. Premier League and relegated teams. Oh, Kalusha.
Opoti.
Yeah, that's all the questions.
Coaching teams in the Premier League, top-notch team.
Opoti.
A top-notch team. It's a team that is up here. And yet Norwich.
So
where is Norwich now?
They say which league in the world? I can say
Kasawa coaching they are premiership teams. But
to me, the English league is a top-notch league.
Spanish league is top-notch.
And that's how you can say it that way.
Top-notch teams.
No, you can say it that way.
Let me support.
You can say that way.
Let me support.
Teams are matching.
That's how I use my
words. Kalusha said that because coaches are Black Stars selected for the past 10 years or 5 years. So we shall wait CV no Tio. Any the league he's coming from no. Even say Division 2 in England Krana.
No, they say no a coach. He's been coachless for some time.
Coachless. I don't know.
Previous record no. Kalusha is right to say that.
Coachless, you don't have a club.
Because
who misconstrue me? Where's
misconstrue like what?
Was he?
So if he's coachless,
Kalu mami miss out. Was he? Kalu mami miss out. No,
coachless. Does it mean say the coaching skills?
Maybe say on your coachless. You can't say coachless as such.
So coaching team be other.
I don't know misconstrue. I don't know
misconstrue. Me the question I'm asking is if it's a coachless, now is the referee coaching now.
That's what
they kind of say.
Kalusha. No, who can't say man?
Me can't say me can't say.
Na ma me can't say. Who can't say man? Ti di nipa ne kana fire juma. Yeah, appointee.
I am doing the mic this year.
Yeah, appointee Chris Hutton. I was the first person to sit here and say, sir, he's the right person for the job, and I maintain it. But he was coachless. Is that on the fact? He was. No. Obi oye coachless. I may see one the ref in coaching. Why will I say he's the right man for the job? Analyze what I say. Don't just try to.
No, coachless. What does it mean?
Coachless. He didn't. You can't say in sport. You can't say somebody has been coachless.
Coachless. You did man my opinion.
It's the job. You can't say Obi has been coachless for a year. Coachless for 2 years, coachless for 3 years. I just said he is without a club.
Chris Hutton on the caliber no. Obetumi aka say player Mfeki India.
Stop saying those things. Stop saying those things.
No, why shouldn't that?
I feel the baby are coachless and maybe they could do fake injury. You running from 1 to 2, 3. You are not
no, I have to ask you the question.
Now, who jump from one argument to another? You don't let us finish. This is a coachless. It's on the ref in the coaching skills. If somebody is a coachless, it means he's without a club for a number of months, years, days.
Who's top notch? And also on your top notch. And
Norwich and your top notch club. And I insist.
Yes.
No.
I like the way you use that. Yeah. That's right.
And Norwich in your top notch.
You are right.
It's a premiership team. They are probably relegated.
He being assistant coach of Ireland, so any top notch.
He's him be one. Ireland, mami, the Omaji in the World Cup. But
that's better than
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm not trying to downplay his shooting credentials. That's why I said when I sat here, I said, sir, he's the right man for the job. Number one, Ghana. Number two, we're coaching premiership teams.
Right.
What is here? Number three, he's worked with Ireland.
Right.
And now I sat here just last week and said, on him how to work with young players. Mechanic now.
And you can lose no.
It's because of your coaches as in the ref. You know what Shada to egu
ama for them. But come as na for ntia se. Obi ameso so mo so ne mo Thomas Partey dream no. Enya dia mo wagili bia ntino.
And Bruno make a point. Be no manage whole pass. Say you bet me a ball without man. That's what I'm saying. The coach should stop. And I'm beginning to like the coach. What he did yesterday. And who said Kudus Mohammed the ball need dia ground. And I was going to come to him too.
All right.
Imano was an assembly of Kaima picking na Shagana. You said you're celebrating mediocre. Kudus ya the into Jinabo ma. No, the dia ground. Yeah, Obi Anyane she. Oh, so Tuado. No. But this coach realized yesterday. No many are sorry penny with phones to time and now you could use a film. What as my sorry penny kind? As well penny where you could use a film with the end I can't lose so much.
But I'm saying on a more serious note, but my cousin we they appeal to your Ghana penny for. Yes, sir, why? You will find Naki dear. All my didn't near my buy and you ever bomb massage
Bruno here too early.
In Naki, no man mobile ship free crowd and make you come.
How many time can
only me, my cousin Mitchell. On say na ye ka party num ne kudos num nyina asem. Black Star wo ho enye ne. Say yam value who wear the colors. Oti.
And Muntina may break Thomas.
When you talk about
disrespect of national badge,
it goes beyond even the party's issue about the injury. Because if you allow, say, Obia imposing himself on the national colors, Uti, a bedroom rebino, Blaster and any attractive. So what you say? Yama among competing for the positions. There be a Makase, Yapasi Inaki William Bob Blackstar. Yama nema Bob. Ghana ni Benin e wo Cotonou awia be 3 p.m. Obowie san fa ko Burkina Faso Wagadu. Me nwa tia say na unjustified because onim samre yo mu waste nyina no aye wo look at boy ya yam fa ko Black Star is a pentel or what?
Yeah, he's on the buy obobo ni.
Look at said here in see say something is wrong somewhere because acrophobia or interest in some play it's a part of some ayeke. You find so Arsenal last night to me publish say, well, we're
okay,
and now you're okay, but the next league. Arsenal are right to do that.
They do.
They do. But as a coach, you know, also so who stated on your note to say, and you're on your consistent for you.
Exactly.
And then when you get to the level of consistency, you know, who you should play because the truth of the matter is, whether party plays or not, you cannot guarantee say party presence can take us to the African Cup, and as a party absence. African.
Thank you.
But Obia ye Ghana ni. So what you say? For a coach to have his Entina Debia make us say Bokaziz there. I will forever worship him. Because Bokaziz the man Ghana players who say Sebi
Unyobia. Yes.
What you say? And that was the only time we went all the way to the African Cup finals in Senegal.
Senegal 92.
Because players like Stanley Abora, Emmanuel Ama Senegal,
that's why I mentioned their names.
Emmanuel Ampia felt to say Omubobo or Ghana, but they can be in the same bus with the likes of Abedi Pele, Ali Ibrahim, and Tony Yeboah.
Yeah.
So Prince and that is the psychological mindset a coach, woman player who say you are not all that guaranteed even to play. And it's a part of Bano no aseme yare tio na per coach no official for no you able to detect say onipa no fake ya. And he should be on your no-fly list.
No, in poor assessment, no, I'm
not even saying say you true or not. They may can say yes, so we should have our scouts to prove say what he said was right or not. Because footballer if you can, so what can say unfair ya? Your men say they detected the rate and the degree of the pain. Yes, we have doctors in the team.
That's right. That's what I was trying to put across.
So doctor in the team no accept to say. On your fit to play, yeah. That's the severity of the injury, no. It should never allow you to play within 3 or 4 days in the Premier League. So, yep. But then, no, the doctor should advise the coach to say, you are not a reliable
person.
Period. Now, no better happen. I say the other midfielders in the league, your mahomo akwenya because the entire coach is linked to me and say. You haven't tested and tried the other people too. And you walk out disrespected Thomas Partey, Uti. Say, Equia Buffon or much now obey day. Don't forget, say, Team Lusu, you are the one losing your.
Yep.
So,
bro, a process as I now making it say, maybe I'm say, and it's a physio and the team doctors no more. And to be cast with prayer and to fight and detect it.
I think the reason to be out and say they are not sure of what.
Yeah, and Bruno Chi.
They are not sure.
The timing of Bobo. And the player comes to the coach and tell him, Coach, I feel something here, me feel it a baby or my uncle. Intimate to me day. Because every enemy Kalusha may deal we are normal. Every good coach be anywhere. A few minutes, hours, a day to a game. Not play a beba no abe catch and say, "Minya okay, I feel something. I'll deliver about that." No coach. Until you can say, physios as I mean.
Some people are fed aside and giving medications to try and play.
So physios are saying, "So where you? Timing of the time."
As a doctor in terms of physical and these sports medicines, so we complain say, "Oh uncle, yeah." We have a way to detect the level of the severity
of the injury.
And it is part of your nose to say, okay, you better refer to X-ray. Maybe if you say the entire
MRI.
By the time Yakobo body now.
No, that day, TV no, that day no.
It takes. I want him say do you mention say player try and there player try and the crowd now could scanning now unim say won hwehwe sometimes it has to take 2 days
it depends on the injury
it depends on the sana who ade ni
black side for you kwara no mo no omo so no pa omo be shake up kakra omo we wiare kwara so omo ko wo kwara sana ma bebo match no
Friday wo betim kwara on the dressing let's the
so why do you say obi fake injury
meant to tunsa
you point
you can hold on to your point you can say Partey was not injured Partey was injured that is your point my point in say my point in say Partey feigned injury I insist on that because and we've seen what Arsenal made him do against Brazil until first time me
okay
omo proud omo Bruno omo proud no Salus e proud ye hu
yes
Jiku Bobo proud ye hu the day you hear training
ye kan ma otie ye kan wo hu
o say Salus dey have good point Salus
okay Salus follow Black Stars and Salus proud no
Salus dey no me ba Salus dey no Chris had to explain say even Salus crowd and the team Southampton ama official medical notice of Priano Chris had to even confirm in a press meeting say Salusu more because 6-7 matches ago in even the team no medical report say they were even trying to reduce because of injury. That is good enough. We should hold the FA responsible.
That is it.
Yes, we put down on ourselves. After 4 days after the game, MRI report and as an X-ray report say Thomas Partey Walusu Nitesal or metatarsal of the right leg. This should be in Arsenal for the betting okay. They will say a subsequent.
So how do
but if they allow it to stay like that, there are other players almost so team ni here don't think it's other players no. Almost so many other business. And let's be fact. Sika about Black Star the man no. So Jai born a leg money team Benya 7 times die.
But let me correct you.
No.
Ghana you chase catch England. Ghana you chase national team cha England. Go and check.
Are you telling me
Ghana your Black Stars players you catch England. National team jerseys is one patriotism and love for your country.
Me say Arsenal sika the mama Thomas Partey no Ghana ntimi twia.
No, and I make I don't need a university. I don't need England.
It is a one
England team £400,000 a week.
Hold the fire.
Let me land on
that. Partey, fake injury, so fake injury. Let's come to the game proper.
Me dey members Arsenal for akra de ombenya Partey unfa so. No ma ko jelega no because Arsenal jelega not land on comfort me sir.
My main case we answer no move on. Yasi fidie yi aboa ni sonko eja no so a ni sonko ena Bruno mpenfo se twoyonko ho a o se eden Bruno yanu ma mpenfo se twoyonko ho a o se eden etweduem ene kokushu so afre ka se opo national ewi aso kokushu so timi anya akokodu afre radio se opo national o problem ni say Partey pride Michael Essien dey buy shoe. Go back to your note. Them this year. Asian there by no. Anokura Chelsea for the medical report. Ghana FNU Chelsea. I got the medical report by making it public.
Eti no 12 no still how be here Arsenal asam. Na ma say about
as I say. Anokura Chelsea.
He's under pressure.
Mourinho was under siege. Among for nyina say Asian. And I'm a Chelsea fan and I knew say Mourinho ne ma Asian yes sir. These things happen man. It happens but it doesn't happen it doesn't happen with European countries. These are the Biafrica. These are the Biafrica.
Okay
Bruno's point is my prime point and I'm coming Bruno's point was the prime point that I was making say you bet to me any respect us. Respect is not commanded though. It's earned. What I say, I gave you an example. Egypt and Morocco money I don't want to me fast answer phone any more because some him some more up here. Move so England out here. But you the beer the phone player, Arsenal player na ba. When you Genesis, hey where you send na yo. No. Nobody's bigger than Ghana. Bedi Pele, boy Jai. Bedi Pele, the best talent you have been produced in the country. And Abedi was committed than any other player during his reign. Abedi boy Jai.
Oh, you know, knew that talent.
I mean, seize your fire. The game itself.
The game itself, the coach did well. I think his substitutions were apt, fantastic. I think coach number 6 because a friend says Snyder. Kingsley, yeah, he was phenomenal. Number 2 no idea. But I think we need another number 3 because Bernard Gideon Mensah. Yeah, Gideon Mensah.
He said move 3 p.m.
Gideon Mensah, I think Gideon Mensah he impressed me, but a fair run who's a position now you're also Diano. Ball and no balloon ball sometimes, and the tackles here are somewhat untimely. He's a prodigy, but I think that he needs to, you know, once the players on the competition or a different competition in the war, who says he say position be automatic manner and also a difference. So I think that he has to work on that. But in the absence of Partey, the 2 players that played in the middle, they were phenomenal. I think that
Joseph do any Amate.
No, I'm not talking about central defense, midfield. Okay. The double pivot.
But how do you see Joseph Redu so?
Oh, you're okay. But I think that Nalamati and Ghana lose too much and I'll blame him. In as much as said Bono, no penalty. But the player of Amate's caliber, Bono, no senko, father that a crown son a player and a draw. Let's all preventing, let's all prevent this situation. Bono was never a penalty. The commentator even said, I'm shocked. I thought it was, everybody thought it was a goal kick. In that minute, I saw Penny we do teams a halftime go for your referee because Central African Republic, Ashe. Into no normal about that second. And I got
born there.
Oh, my bad, penalty. So, I know my better first.
Penalty.
So, I know my better second. So, they needed a win. But I think what I've taken into my books for the 2 games at Ghana, Bono, the best thing to have happened to Ghana is the appointment of Chris Hughton. It's early days yet. But so far, 2 games, he's giving me a sports pundit what I want to see in the national team. 1, at home, the substitutions he made, phenomenal. A good coach, any coach who me read the game or bench, and who said, "Your man Koye, I mean, throw different style of players onto the field to."
Is that Naki Williams? Oh, my son.
To change the game. I think Sir Bruno saying Inaki should pack his baggage and leave. Personally, I was disappointed with the Naki. You keep saying that, but when you're a striker now, we are 1-on-1. Chance as a back pass, no keeper. You can do that. Top class striker like you. You can do that. But I think sir, it's too early for us to say. Just like Asamoah reiterated yesterday, he said we should give him time. Maybe 1 goal can change things. And every striker told you that.
Opo Blaster and Fahonko experiment. Yahu Tony Yeboah. Mamin Chro Tony Yeboah no Frankfurt. G Bundesliga goal king. Opedru Kumasi Sports Stadium. Ghana Blaster match. 45 minutes no so. You need Ibrahim Tanko by. Tell me, it's Black Star.
But he was benched yesterday.
I know. The American say you could feel from the guy and he say, at the end we knew how yet. You could play best in your club elsewhere, but wearing the national colours is a different thing. So Obin Ruwa, we say you hunieka. Say born and koyi and tune him. For example, no, Yen Train, Ibia, Black Stars beat other friendly matches beyond more. But you have 90 minutes to decide the fate of the nation. Now, unim say onipa na nyade. We are all aware. And yes, I'm in America.
But I think Bruno answer.
Yeah, aware.
There are some.
No, I mean, no problem. America. But
Bruno, currently nobody will say Koye because even Kumasi chance or say no. Mama chance need begging chance. The chance was a begging chance, and he had another begging chance yesterday. Chance that was crying, said, "Put me in the net, put me in the net." He missed them, but I think I wouldn't make that quick call. Say on your Black Star material, and I'm packing Kwana Undru. There are some players they take a little time to adjust. And I remember on say on Wabofi Athletic Bilbao from Omunkwala Brimsa on Inuano.
And on Sunday, careful. If you look at the likes of Joe Debra, Bashiri Gambo, Karim Malasa, Safu Jemfi, Prince Polly, Opokunti, Opoku Sampene, Georges Atta, and those you can name them because
the
number 9, 10, 8, 7, 11. You should be extremely careful.
But so, from the demo by Saturday,
but then in the end, retrogression is huge. You could see the gap between a skillful player and Obia on your black star match.
No, I don't want him to be skillful. I want him to be a good finisher.
To be honest, we don't respect him. Me anything against him. But my patch say, me feel say as a moja cry na black star. You didn't call Wembley or Yakshin, a Yakshin. You threw World Cup. It was South Africa or messing up with even a penalty kick.
Yeah.
You holding it on.
Yeah.
So what I say, and the fair near who say the jersey is meant for a purpose. And yes, the fact is that upon national by come.
No, I totally agree. Once you come, I mean, you're quick enough. When once I make catch or say Kumasi game no ko ha on bench no. You see, I remember I did the lineup, and I'm guys on for either Semenyo and I say him now. What is Semenyo by? Semenyo was useless yesterday. He was useless. What I say, players need be your talent, but they don't know how to play like a team. Let's also put that on record because so she Kamal Dean needs Semenyo Enra Ghana elusu match na ke free omo. Omo twetwe ball no all right, but omo pass. Omo Bukari ni bam no. He drives the ball with purpose. Joseph Pencil, the cut back.
It is the same now when you Bukari ni Joseph Pencil omo drive with purpose said you walk.
Yeah.
On next matches, momunye the face of your attack. Tio, it is Semenyo ne wo omo na aka ne tinchaya.
Omo be serious. And that is what I think I like the coach doing because it is not easy at this point. Say he could describe every Ghana game, but he took him off. I saw Penny say, "Oh, you could." Oh, say, yeah, first could you say he's our god now because he is. He's in his prime now. Into one film, no say I saw Penny cry, but who say, "Hey, I call film with the end. I can't want to go pay my." But players no more buy no. Until America said the best thing to have happened to us right now, hey, coach, now but
I agree.
And there's a big but. But not necessarily Bruno Kano. F for the China. Now I am no more impose players on him. Because he's had a fantastic start. Inaki said Bruno look down Inaki. He has to because a modern boy in the last 5 games Obama Ghana or 6 games and 2 friendly matches, right? And 3 World Cup matches and then now 2. So 6 games.
World Cup no crowd or ball be fast so he
hasn't but Inaki player now or Athletic Bilbao. Every coach a better day say if you have a striker like this at the better bench. So the coach we have to give him credit for that for benching Inaki yesterday. What I say and for taking Kudus. When you do that, you stamp your authority over your players and every player will feel say Obia Nyobia. That is what he used to do.
The devil pivot our ball.
Salis. With the double pivot, they say analysis near can was
the Salis and a Edmond Ado and a Salis and a Magis Shemero no.
Ashmero was phenomenal. I think Ashmero no Katino no most apamno.
No, Omo command Franco.
Yeah, but so about Boam on your first time he's been with the Black Stars. World Cup no friend. But Katina. That boy is very good.
Yeah. O double pivot to the you.
Menfino.
And you go keep Atazia.
Yeah, in the first half.
In
the first half.
Born a Bobby Payo. I
feel that's why Jimmy goalkeeper Neddy. Lawrence at the Saturday watching Neddy. That's a catcher. Atizigi has everything a goalkeeper is supposed to have. He has height, and he's good with his feet. Says starting a kick ball no extra. He's good with his feet. And I think overall, it was a good scoreline. Even though the mommy pay coach Nasem time or day Bukari, right? Bukari and Joseph Pencil, right? And Nike.
Oh no, don't buy it.
Omumi Amsabai. You critique 4 goal scoring chances, 4 glaring goal scoring chances. Baku ena Aisha no Bukari share no. Baku ena Joseph Pencil Bobo Ba. Baku ena
Inaki to go somewhere to
ena Inaki masa only time amema unti BBC go kan BBC say on send program line because waba. I just got here and I got so into I think say Obi Anyoshi Ministry Nyamuka ho. What I say I think say coach ni ade 3 was the 4 chances with that 3 substitutions. Baako na player no boshe keeper ansem no Inaki
over
ena Bukari share baako ena Joseph Pencil Emma pass now. Anna Bukarisha. Now Joseph Prince also hit it back. Anna, you're saying last
Angola for number 7.
You last chance. And last chance. You last chance. I think Joseph for 9.
Or should I know?
Or 7 days. Nagala for one sound.
We are no Asaba. Joseph Prince's chance. Okay. Say no. Last one. Last chance now. Say.
That office already penalty on you.
No,
or the penalty way microphone now. Now you dey cry more than a penalty.
But what you call video where? You said the difference.
But I think so far so good for Chris Hughton. 2 games, 4 points. Going to Angola. Angola, 58.
Oh yeah.
Kalusha, world ranking. Ghana, Angola, and Ghana, Joe. Unimsa. Check the FIFA ranking. I'm not for respecting Angola. Angola and Ghana. Angola is a very powerful soccer country on the continent. For us to beat Angola at home and go there and have a point, I think okay, Comoros. No, Comoros crash Ghana. Into what board draw Angola? Why are they?
That is how down the team has.
Yeah, the team has gone. TSO Kasa ya there. Kalu Yanko time. Read the messages in Yanko.
Okay.
We started politics now. But you're over there, mommy, just 5 minutes. Now me Kasa, now me sorry, I just want 5 minutes to make my point. I have point on the approval of the ministers.
Oh, now who hosts?
Host. Yeah, I'll be here. Oh, there is some person better as I said there.
Fire for fire.
Yeah, fire no more fire for fire. I want just 5 minutes for ministerial approval. And Kamala Harris and so a visit. Oh yeah,
Angola 117. Ghana had 54.
Angola the 117. 159.
What's it?
Because I know the commentator was saying the two countries share 58.
50 Northern Ireland. Ghana had 58. And Northern Ireland. Okay.
Can messages Nina?
Economical kick messages na fi yameti simu political oh
I'm intimidate you on the air can be no
Bruno coach Christopher Mamia Basi Bruno coach Christopher Namle has made a very apt explanation on what is happening to Inaki William coach Namli Christopher Namli I say or can't say me about Naki. I say you will change your mind about him when use war would benefit the stars war. I know that me about some more can.
I say you soon yeah.
Yeah. And I as a commencer I say, hey Kikalusha, please. And I say could you ask some furniture? Good afternoon. I'm say so far me
you have over 30 something messages, but I don't mean kind of the
yeah. No, me share the sports related.
You commercial ma yeah na fe start your money. Me kwa meet my sorry no.
Okay.
Catch shoes. Young fast that man not chicken restaurant. Sunday no mentimi alcohol because na Mikoye MC kakra. Utimi ko Bruno. Went me on. Yeah, na me minua osmosis na yeri aye wo Good Shepherd Methodist. Yeah, iba ho, CEO ba ho, olu ba ho. Olu ni CP mu ni adin na na ho. Yeah. Anochi Chrome restaurant there say man no mpacho brabe di dipa 2 Coast Square and a 687 Melbourne Street. A bed duane dia Chrome awon him so King Kong. Big shoe, no size. What you say? Sunday ni sama for have fun was boom frete. Yamfa se dama master dan so ni Dan Auto Repairs. Dan Auto Repairs omo ye kejua se ba no se enei oka problem bia ba ma fabrain 61 Fremont Street na NCC ma Ken Kaluja yamba se dama Dr. Kwabi Scientific Care Kwabi Scientific Care so ba Dr. Kwabi wa obeboa pain pa de pate pain say sankana Dr. Kwabi o Ghana ko de sanko fa cream fifa so kra ma ne bobo no ma Ghana Kwabi Scientific Care 371 Pleasant Street freno na bibia onamu say pain pa de ohwe na omwo yamfa se da PSA so ema eye adwuma kwai from say Kumasi Market 852 Main Street omoni omana efu chen ba bia bra Kumasi Market ne bedidwa wo to ade no na ye che wade match we ɛna this year official pa promotion be end nti brabe didwa na yensa nchawade Kumasi market asida PSA so eko ede ama Gold Coast Catering Services chairman Kojo Agobo adwuma so we outdoor and engagement wedding what have you na opo bia na cater program na mawa Gold Coast ope dining ope jollof rice banko tilapia wache aduane bia nso dia your drive through 8 Blackstone River Road bra na beju aduane nefa so kwa adwuma what I say Gold Coast Catering Services ono so ede no Dream Africa Market say anano na sorry pani kano ana mehu sampa Dream enema oho Bruno wi abeko emu ya kaluja anano meseme kopemu emu ya yellow bag ya amanfo de gi aborden Dream Africa Market ketu ano de gi $21.50 uko baby a me challenge all that most of the African stores $25 kesi anu so sa e boni da form so being reasonable and Dream Africa Market ewo Paul Amantem 369 Bencourt Street 369 Bencourt Street brabedu dwa ho na wani beje enema ne eda form sa ka odweniga emo ibi mo koto no Franco ko Sam Slava ne bonye New Hampshire 45 minutes ko fa no mo di abodin Dream Africa Market 2150 wa sama buano ko sisi abenya bi ato tanso ena uko chairman kujo ho a kontonchi emo kase ne se bi mo di 50 ene e chire yellow no Jasmine chairman di 45 nti bra 196 uba beto oba ho fefo Juliet enso ho na otumi ato ne asa otobia se se de ba bi obi adi ni dwa no what you say Dream Africa Market and Faith Marketplace 196 Lincoln Street and on se kalu amofo value sika so se mo a ubeto no $50 o baby na ko baby na $45 sen kaluja $5 per bag so what you say nyes ka kitwa one dem eche no to save money nti bra na bedu dwa ewo Faith Marketplace chairman Kujo ene oba ho fefo Juliet say on be CCO na bibia so atumi akonkan nti ene de se wo pe bi obi adi ni dwa wo ebi mu to fa Dream no na kalo ebi mu so to fa Faith Marketplace na ebi mu so akopie Kumasi market bra bedu dwa nyina na bibia so etumi enko enkan ye fa sra kese ma Prem Store so air transport company kesia ene se wo ko Ghana na do airport a de omo ye nsomba be 5 airport na omo de wotumi akodu fi asomdwim se wo ko sunyan se Bruno se okwa obeko boase se Prem Store de ne beko unse wa hyehye mikrofo bibrebo ni nyina obeko ye de aseda ema Prem Store se wo ko sunyan takrade ho Kumasi Cape Coast be bia wo ko bia ye do beko akodu asomdwim na what is more any say free na ma ye hu da be bidu number ne 0274 437958 0274437958 na any Prem Store kasa and afre ohineba K Ajman General Manager Operations US 7742629248 7742629248 and I am Mami Eunice A Ajman Executive Secretary 7743124614 7743124614 enyumako wonum nyina daruma na omutayechi kakra ema itumicho bills yede jumadi bre etifo debia Monday through Friday 10 to 2 sharp. Call over to you.
That before na say man ko fela men ko for text messages no my men reading intertography for political university my neighbor say I was happy Chris bench him now or can party and as it means
no Inaki
yeah Inaki okay I say good morning Unity Radio more fire and my neighbor say King Kalisha your argument has fall flat they shouldn't have called him. It's not bigger than the team.
What's your argument is that
has fall flat. They shouldn't call him again.
Thank you, man.
It's not bigger than the team.
Yes.
Okay, Pate. Please don't waste your breath. Why? Chris Wooten himself is Arsenal supporter. As a
no wonder.
And I was unfortunately our players are contributing to this factor. Or see players who can be. And I remember even that one he wasn't playing anything. And I'll say Maria Baby we celebrate mediocrity.
Yeah.
That's our bane.
That's what we do.
And as a commencer, so please, I watch the game live. If you look at how Thomas Partey was jogging on the first indicator, he was absolutely fit. As a
normal.
King Kalisha, the coach is afraid to lose his job. Arsenal can win the league anyway. And as a commencer, no. As well as please be realistic. What the point is saying is absolutely right. At the Chelsea, I can say, right. That's a commencer. That's for the Chelsea. Hey, King, my first question to you is how come he brought a medical doctor from his club?
Yeah.
So mom says you know
to look for a reason. That was even a disrespect.
Kwache on say, Opo, there are no documented evidence to what you are saying. And also some of the back also need evidence be or say, hey, Opo, not waste your energy on Partey's atrocious next season. Arsenal look at him in different direction. Just watch it. And also as a commencer, I say, Bruno is opening Mamiaba. I say King Kalusha, Bruno is opening our eyes to something. Oh, our our FA. I don't trust them. Oh, they could even up to sponsor the therapy. So, and I could just sympathy. I mean, with the academy now, if anything, politics, political issues in the news. It's not free. Bruno, okay, my mama kwabana. O start here, blaster say me. Gidi Bruno Makwaba.
Nijoso.
Obo.
Yes sir.
So say choba sorry auntie.
So le ma.
Yeah, mama be minimum ka credit ad mama me bia na me nkasa na.
You sad you know, Kumawu MP Waka baby no.
Yeah. Very sad.
Bosuo.
Within a week. Yeah, lose one former MP, former squad, right?
Yeah, Sakoto.
And I say lose a sitting MP, Kumawu MP. Yeah, Philip Bosuo, Honorable Philip Bosuo. May he so rest in perfect peace. What the saddest moment of the whole thing is Unimzana Parliament a day before. No, that was Thursday. No, Friday no mutu abano. Yeah, Thursday no. Case la to for Sam or Antono. Yeah, he was there. He was counted. Yeah, and then Omanya 20 Friday no. Omuni mono expect say oh you okay over Parliament. And then the news came out say you unconscious. I want them. Na me bisa say there papa no ni ira na. But I know another day's discussion. Maybe another year crowd on the crew and we can speak to factor in some kind. But the news in some kind say we could have say you're unconscious one of them. And by the time I'm realizing I'm boop names I'm rushing to ICU. But he couldn't come back to life again per an account of an MPP MP. What do I say? I'm say honorable another brand now. I'm saying okay. Very sad. Also another umbrella majority chief in John and me reading a tweet no. Very sad say Akwakusisa Bakalusha. It goes back to the same thing I was saying to Osayakutu when he passed on. Say when we should tell all our sitting MPs say omu live legacy. Omu free mua enipa bia bewu. Ye nyina yebeko. But the question I always say is what will you be remembered for? At the end of the day the back cow said, "We be now you mediocrity, and now you we are corrupt, and now you be now standing up for the people. We are principled person. You didn't do too much partisan politics. You voted on issues based on the interest of the country and our party. In MPs, no, this should serve as a warning to them. Say, obi mom pa so mumfrim, but omu who say." Toda omu kwa ye di ni pesa minkuminya na omu di te parliament hono. Edea de nyina ne ajapade aye bre prekoba helter skelter ni nyina kalu ye beden ibeja ho, but it is your name and your legacy that will live on. Nti ayame ya say you lose a certain member. It is never easy to lose a loved one, not to talk of an MP. Ebia otiwo hwe school for bebre ebia ne area ne peso so mo obo omo ni ade omo nyina depend on him. It is sad to lose him, but then once again we are not God to bring him back to life. We can only console and sympathize with the family. Say nyamemfa ne crancy ne yire ne ma waje omachin so yenchichi omore. But like I said earlier on, kalu yenhwe legacy should be at their utmost door. So I'm co parliament and who say you don't know when you are going to leave, just like I'm sitting here. Nti den ye de be kai o so kwa unse MP ba kwa we free mu under kofo. Now so enne obi aboni din ka asem so kai sa MP no. Why? Asante Achimagogo.
Redu.
Baredu. That man, even though he's gone, but his legacy lives on. Every sitting MPB a winning now on year Juma and Ghana for Pia boss up upon Dimpa. Until no na me say your MPC or Mohos is here. I'm fighting for the country, the people that put them there, as opposed to almost selfish interest. But all the same, Yamabusa for Inayako.
Right. Bruno. Akwa Babium, Communication Director, MPP Massachusetts.
And
then my mention, Memphis, because now come me person me can't. Now me feel about
me chair you know. Sir Kamala Harris you need a month for na the imagine to say LGBTQ on there you need that or buy and now say over 100 million security you know. Now for aba NDC forms were omokoto aba minority no enu nsensem na aba enti nsem aba yi data George o say so union mo parliamentarian minority ko say the day the court me just yo
ana me tio
ana me ba I say Eboamo say NDC MPs approve minister not surprising but a big disgrace to leadership and a pro MPP group who so drag 3 NDC MPs to taking picture of secret ballot pictures. And then Kamara there no. I'm not for say yeah.
My glances because remember say Otana camera no so ana me saying sorry back and forth. The setting is good so I want him just bear 5 minutes now. Minja mom. Number 1, Mami started with what happened on Friday. Give you a program now intel from our parliamentary correspondent Emmanuel Wilson. In Ipeco Parliament, NDC 136, MPP 136. NDC is crying and insulting Akufo-Addo that he doesn't listen. Last week, how many stories near here? Fifi kwete bekebi. Say Akufo-Addo is arrogant. No untie na MPs ministers doso. Yesi teso I want teso. Ade o mind no dia. How many ministers? So when 136 in parliamentary standby rules say a tire a rejection. Parliament say 136 a rejection. Na NDC MPs I'm sorry I'm come dwe. Say Akufo-Addo I blow 2 ministers. Why say mo call parliament na masa ko to aba approve ministers but o me say 6 and say
6.
Na masa ko to aba ma homo. How safe are we with even NDC? And how sure are we? Say, Muhammad some original worker, maybe I mess constitution, maybe I may exclasia. How can we even trust NDC? No, it's serious. How can we trust NDC? The same opposition party now, or say Akufo-Addo run your mind to the ditches. We all agree. Say the government is too big. The size of the government, even within MPP now, the president doesn't want to reduce it. We have a nice opportunity for NDC to help Ghana place the interest of the country at heart and just go and do the honorable thing of voting according to our conscience and our principles. I would criticize your bino. Now koya what's our to no anya Kalusha enya huma won enya baako enya mienu ebi wo ha MPs mako 20 meboa
ebi su 30 Brian Champo dey na 30.
Hey, this is serious. And we have NDC telling us they are coming to make Ghana better. If you want to make Ghana better and you have seen the sitting president wasting taxpayers money on ministers, large government, namun kotesu with this golden opportunity to tell the people of Ghana say mutna aban mu afa na mo se bi kran fum so bi bebre amoso mo ye enti saban we repeat sam fum so no mo hwe no mane nse ye sika and then you go and vote nya baako bi mpo na bro so ne akase baako ebi 20 uzi ebi 30 ebi 16 ebi
ebi 9
na Ghana o my be na ye chichiri. This is dangerous. I've never been sad. Me say Emmanuel was me na the kwa news no background na hope was open national look what I've been telling you. That NDC claiming that they will make Ghana better is not news, because look at what they have done. And you know, so bad on the koto, and then you have some agent fee and now party executives fighting, and you're near castle Munkotuni say, and people are saying, say, I want a castle Munkotuni say, but the point is, we are sitting MP. You forget about NDC's national caucus. Say Johnson, say duo, say some agent view, say Fifi Kweto, say why in the car, say Kotoaba no. who are MP mo na mo criticize Akufo-Addo every day say aban so, and in fact a constructive criticism because German aban ambassador na ye so mo any China kasa no Kalusha okasa na kire also no kra Germany also chenga na o use minister saying nti te wa ban so so me mo a we use bigger government. It's a news everybody knows na mo akoye we MDC for go ban na nimu ase chen omo amo. They have disgraced the country internal. A political analyst, expert, was say shocking by a disgrace. Which is a Ghana, you need that. When we come and sit here and we talk, people feel say, you need that, Kalu. You need that because I'll be quite straight. No one who's so quite straight. No one had the opportunity to bring the person, whip the person in line. No one called one man quite straight more. This tells me, says some judge as man will be overcome. Okay, sir, just I say, don't get Yabe say, Omu approve. Kenoforiata because on our bomb power, so said obey weakest link so that they can reclaim power. So maybe they want Akufo-Addo to cause more wastages. Now bet me be used morally. Ghana for and nyansa ni ndi obi awono. Bet me be jina campaign platform so because I buy na blue to government beam. Can they use that again? No. Can they criticize Akufo-Addo again that his government is big? Can they? When you are the same person now, who say adiane sono, what's I dibia kan ho? You had the opportunity. One of ministers in Siano, one and Handi Akufo-Addo. One and Handi Akufo-Addo. What I say, it is very bad and disgracing to NDC as a party. I don't think they are ready for power. I don't think. If they are ready for power, they would have shown something to Ghanaians. Said they mean business and they are serious to reclaim power. They are not serious. Let me come back quickly to Kamala Harris and also visit to the president. Kalusha and Merahu. Two stories we are here discussing now. If you are not a partisan person, as I am, and you love Ghana, you should be sad. I'll be honest, you should be sad. Kamala Harris a full pay she yabe do Ghana. What be do Ghana? Ubaya, what my US journalist gay and some no baby sebisa. And we have a sitting president whose ideals and ideologies means Nanado was support to gear, but from the answer he gave, Nanado is an impediment to that LGBTQI bill being passed. But make us stop. Let me flow and give them the time.
Let me be some questions. Many other things say because we always went out bullying because of that, didn't he? Nanado is not sufficient.
Thank you. I was going to come there. Nanado is not the first president. President Mills borrowed, but President Mills was firm. President Kufuor borrowed, but President Kufuor was firm. President Mahama borrowed, President Mahama was firm. All these three, and Jerry John Rawlings borrowed, Jerry John Rawlings was firm. Omu now Nanado, Omu Koyansan and Nanado Bani, go back and check everybody's quote and everybody's stance on LGBTQI, except Nanado. The goodwill is enough. Ghana for who speaking through to power. The goodwill is enough. The goodwill is enough. Play the audio. I will get the audio is there. When we have discussions now, Bonity as a man another kind. So can't say Kamala Harris say one, there is no legislation of LGBTQI in Ghana. Now through Attorney General we are making modifications. Now even if it passes our house to her, he has to step in. A president leading a country, yes, Adiane Yampe. Kalusha, Ghana yachichiri. When President Mahama Yebisa was say, Olidi Ghana of Christians, Muslims, any traditionalists, all these three religions, Obiampe. If you lead the people and they say they don't like, who are you to decide for us? Kufuor said same. Mills so cried your catcher, then English Prime Minister Tony Blair was say gay and Tina would be mammy aid. This is who we call leaders. And yet leader catcher say Ghana is tired of borrowing. Yet his castle come there and then he's borrowing because of that. He can't speak true to Kamala Harris. One better I say Kamala Harris and the America they want him say me career all this while I've fought for human rights and I see LGBTQI as a human right issue, blah 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 blah. And then another also started. Let me first of all correct you because there isn't any legislation in the country and also through the Attorney General. We've made ramifications and modifications, and even if it passes through, what do you see? Kaluba audio, no what in some kind. if say no tio dia in kind news now, you be disappointed as a Ghanaian. And yet there you see the ade be obi di ye fie but say obi fie. If America for advance it to that level, no say omo de omo e man manware mema ne mema nware so be Mugabe wo muka bi chere na Mugabe ka chere omo Kenyatta Barack Obama na net so from Kenya. What did Kenyatta told Barack? Oye Kenya ni dia no ka chere no. Or say come let me use you. Me fan test who Barack Obama come. So also me man come for gay. Come let me use you. Televise and show the whole world say me know we gay. Then we will accept it. Kamala Harris of OCP no one want to buy. You see how stupid quote and unquote we are as country. Only want to buy. Only ni kunu. Onye bio. Wawari. Only ni kunu. But she sees it as a human right issue. So we should allow people to indulge in Sanyo. Kalusha, stop that. Stop saying that. Don't use that as an example. As a case for the president. Until I catch you saying, "Yo, no kwane o mampeni o betina ya konya so a wabo bisia." Ene nyo no kwana sa asem we yato ato nanim. Mo me anya nka no kre. Akufo-Addo kwane president oba Ghana akobo bisia. No. That's why I gave you all these instances. Rawlings borrowed, Kufuor borrowed, Mills borrowed, Mahama borrowed. They were all firm. He's of no exception. We have to speak truth to power. At the end of mine, would you see empire, period. Now you stop us at hypocrisy, you know. Now you'll be the defending of Bosuo, and you Akufo-Addo Nkwana Bosuo as president. So may all the president on better you know, but everybody was firm, including Tony Blair, Mercy do catch and say gain who aid in the gay birthday the media. Come take your aid and go away. But then comes the contradiction to himself as a president. Why are you spending millions of dollars, including 30 million to dig a foundation to build National Cathedral, if you can't stand for God? What is the essence? This is a total contradiction. Also, you're Christian, you've made a promise to God to build a National Cathedral. And think Ukraino, Maumano Kranka say, and Penanka president no stand the Jina, but one say, also. International Cathedral now, yes, spending sikabe blade on my case, you know. What is the essence? When if you believe in the Bible also say the only thing that in the Bible happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, that God got so angry that he burnt the country and he burnt the city to ashes.
5 minutes.
Let me finish. I'm London. He burnt the city to ashes.
London term
was lesbianism and gayism. And he said, "Oh, you're president. Oh, you're president." That's also Yankupodi. Okay, Ujinya, me have call bia. Ujinya Yankupodi. Now you Christian, now you see National Cathedral. No, be able when him say na mo ba bema na. Now to papa so you cannot be straightforward and stand for the principles you believe in. The principles upon what? And upon which would the Ombaini see cathedral? Now you are a contradiction to yourself. And I rest my case. And it's about time Ghanaians, you cannot create hypocrisy. No, now hypocrisy no more minor say no. Just like my neighbor said, and I've been saying all this morning, we celebrate mediocrity. It's about time say you so minor any papa for dia. You idea. We are all part of the country. If we don't start doing that, Ghana I'm very disappointed. Very. Okay, I rest my case.
What's in the camera? But it's also, and this is secretary for Massachusetts. Akwaba.
Me enya.
Na pom ti say.
Nyame adom apomboko. Na
ebusuafo ho ti say.
Ebusuafo bi an ho ye. Na me nam kwan so ba na me ti say opo ye some propaganda bi wa hanom say. And Bruno Obala says you're shaming. Bruno to me shaming. Bruno no him say if you come to debate, me see me say jata. So that's it. And that's the first point. I think say Opo misinformed your listeners. Well, let's come to the topical issues now. Now all can. Well, this is the 5th time I'm speaking on this. What happened in Parliament on Friday.
Okay.
On Saturday, I was on another radio show in Maryland. I condemn it to no uncertainty. I condemn it on Sunday in another radio show on Chicago. I condemn it to total, to the, level that, I'm happy with. Yesterday I was here, I condemned it. And I'm going to be condemning today. It was unfortunate. Unacceptable. Disgusting. Very, very sad. for 31 plus members of parliament at the minority going to do otherwise of something they themselves agreed on. And let me set this record straight. I stated it yesterday, but I want to also elaborate it today. Concerning this vote, no, the impression that has been created, and Opo was speaking, Opo tried to allude that impression, say the party gave instructions. Let's set the record straight. I am saying on record that the party never gave instruction to the members of parliament to go and vote or vote against these nominees. The party never gave such instruction. It was the MPs themselves, the caucus themselves, based upon the response from Ghanaians, based upon the feedback from Ghanaians, based upon this issue becoming a national issue, whereby the super incompetent president and his vice has refused to listen to the good people of Ghana, have refused to listen to the crying of Ghanaians that the number of ministers, 85, is too much, reduce it. Now also on tears, you know. That is why those caucus in parliament decide, say, and yeah, as caucus in parliament, we've agreed, say, we are going to vote in block against the nomination. And they officially informed the party.
So if you are saying, say, if you are saying, say, Akufo-Addo, president here, super incompetent. Now on call for no so to about a nominee say if he say so no that's what I'm addressing.
Yeah, I'm addressing the issue.
So how do you say
I'm addressing the issue. I am saying say these caucus themselves propose to the leadership of the party that look, the way people are crying, the way the CSO, civil society, everybody is speaking, that Nanado has refused. The president who says he's a dog that cannot be hanged has refused to listen to the plight and plead of Ghanaians. They, the minority in parliament, this is what they are going to do. So the party should issue a statement to that effect. And the party did that. I am saying on record, 48 hours to the voting, they had a Zoom conference call with some leadership of the party, which I will not mention names over here, and those leadership, they promised the leadership of the party that they are all going to vote against this nominee. What happened? These 31 MPs have stated here that for me, politics is about trust. This is very unfortunate. The party, if the party is conducting investigation to identify these 31 plus MPs, to find out these 31 plus MPs who did this thing to Mother Ghana. This is not against the party, it's against Mother Ghana. And for Opo to sit here and be hypocritical and trying to put all the blame on the NDC MPs is unfortunate. Because no, Opo, let me speak. When you were speaking, I kept quiet. Listen to me. There was 136 MPs, MPP MPs, 136 NDC MPs. Are you trying to tell me, say, what is going on as for the MPP for the Enyo Wasem? The cry of the plea of Ghanaians, MPP for the Enyo Wasem. I am condemning the NDC 31 plus MPs. I condemn them to no uncertainty. And I am very angry and very upset with their decision to do that. But you don't come and sit here and you say that you are in the middle. You are not in the middle. You concurrently have to condemn the MPP MPs who also refuse to vote against this decision.
But another question: if you are saying, say, my Mr. question.
A majority need omo na wa ban mu dada.
It doesn't matter.
No, let me finish my point. It matters a lot. Omo wa ban mu dada ya kan omo so mu ntie. Kalusha, what my point na say? Into omo de emfa ni say, omo na e omo de na ye ntie obi a. Na mo manya opportunity.
Opo, I have condemned the NDC MPs who did that act. I have condemned it. Okay. But let me also state here. No, can say now you can't trust. Look, the NDC is intact. The party is going to continue to advocate for the huge appointees of this super incompetent president and his vice. Akufo-Addo General platform so can say, team. By election. As we speak, that vice president has failed the good people of Ghana. So yeah, Kasa, let's be very truthful. Yes, the NDC, I'm not a politician or a communicator who come and sit here and defend the indefensible like my brother Bruno would do. I will condemn my party people if they do something wrong. And this time, they got it wrong. They are very, 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 ungrateful to what the party has done to them. They should not forget, say, the party took them to parliament.
Let me ask you this question. Sir, I would say Harakino did not have any hand in their voting or did not say anything. Why did they ask them to go and take a picture of the secret ballot?
Do you have any proof of catching someone take a picture?
Zenato came out.
Do you have any has the party
Zenato came out to tell us they told them to take a picture and he took a picture.
Said he took a picture. Jivago Mashi said she took a picture. Has the party officially come out to tell you that they asked them to take pictures? I am telling you, sir, whatever you do, whatever they will do, the party is going to conduct an investigation. Give us the next 30 days. We will be able to fish out all those people who betrayed the party. And I can tell you for a fact, say, this May 30th election, so most of those people will lose their seat.
So what kind of mechanism? If you not ask them to go and take a picture, what kind of mechanisms I don't know?
Don't expect me to come and sit here. Don't expect me to come and sit here and be devoiding parties. Directive and party's policy on radio. I am not going to do that. Anyway, those three, MPP communicators, social media soldiers, now almost said they've petitioned the Speaker of Parliament about people. It is much ado about nothing. It is much ado about nothing. Where were they? Where were they when where were they when how do you call it? When to elect the speaker? When the MPP people did the same thing? Where were they? They should stop talking and let's get them. Okay. As I say, we the NDC, nobody is happy about it. I was disappointed. Much of the grassroots, we are disappointed. But the question at stake is that those members of parliament at the minority side who did this ungodly act against Mother Ghana, conscience, their judgment, their conscience should serve them. We leave it for their conscience. If they think what they did because of money, because of friendship, because of relationship, whatever it is not the time to look at all those things. It is the time for us to speak to this super incompetent president, which Bruno is part of that cabinet. Say the number of ministers you have is too much. We are expecting you to reduce it. To extend, say the German ambassador has to tell Nanado all the name, say the number is too much, reduce it. You understand me? So for them to do this thing, it's very disappointing. I'm disappointed in them, and I'm saying, yeah, oh, you need to make her. So you come and sit and say,
moral right.
Yeah, all do my you will have a moral. Who better say yeah, oh, you're neutral, but you are saying yes, yeah. I am saying, say, if you want to condemn it, as much as we are condemning the NDC MPs who did that, which I will never support them, I will not defend the indefensible like Bruno would do. I am saying on this radio, say the NDP people also has equally be condemned. The MPP 136 MPs equally to be condemned. And then be now MP now self-defache. I use this opportunity to extend my condolences to the family. Okay. The Muniso Yari, more for now, Mr. Parliament Thursday. So on voting, and due to the 2 and 4 no mutual vote no. And Kofi na nyame anya don't fight as we see. You see how incompetent and mischievous that some of our mischievous I'm referring to Oppo. Mischievous is when you were speaking about this member of parliament, he tried to just no, me take Obia. And look at MPC no more many mas. But once Oppo betrano, all canon say yeah the papa betrano parliamentarians that on one vote yes. And unfortunately, I had to vote number Thursday. Why didn't you condemn that? Said the health is not at stake. Ne won fa no. Mo di na but MPP for put your mochi a omekun. Okay.
Bruno. For Bosuo. Another 53 guy. And I say NDC for ebu say omoma no iti na kokotra ba. I endorse for no. Ministers no more control. Yeah, cause as we are fe, yeah, Kamala Harris, you know.
That was Bebre, young Fanchi Amati for na Yena Ghana for us, na Yen Strenya me Adom, na Yen Kai MP, we free me on in a busia. Na me Namos say, Unity Radio, Aquanya Monya Mae. Medin Chaka see free the Ghana Council. I will start. I in your honorable can support J. ɛda no ɛnam kwan so adwuma
a member of the MPP
adwuma kɛse a MPP ɛnam ɔsoro kokroko so na yɛde aba Worcester sɛbi mpredwasa ɛnyɛ nipa nyinaa na ɛnyɛ ne yie kuro bebree wɔ hɔ Massachusetts koraa no Boston na ɛyɛ kuro kɛseɛ meboa nso yɛde ɛyɛ capital yɛde adom Worcester for the city is grateful to the president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. We are grateful to the great MPP party. Now, Okoso Aomo and they have asked me. I was there on the Saturday. We call familiarization tour with them to assess Omejuma. So far, they are on track. It's a open visa now, open passport renewal now, open plans for Ghana card. New York, America, Bebribino. Over to me the when you 225 pack up. Honorable Asafoje and the team. And then they will be there to assist you. Said the Beya, Onipa, no New York, a packing crown on one summer day. And he was the Fomania Quenya, Yenya Miasi. Now, society and Koswa, you have to protect this great government for the next election.
Okay. Oh, you have an invoice.
And I thought to me, you know, I'm in charge of my Mwakumenza Louis. So now, Obaya, no Washington, the president himself, the couple himself in the Jubilee House. Now, Edikano, my maiden Paul say, we have no credit yet. I'm very grateful, sir, while accepting, say, or you're very disappointed. In certain extent, you know, me feel say who here so you disappointed. Molari no, Ghana phobia obia wanadwin. The NDC MPs, any MPP MPs or parliament, akwanya no menya. Me feel say the proposal that was on the floor said nominees need to go through or not. And you say, oh my Ghana, you started doing who say, can we stop what a president want to do? Because they all talk about you president. That's also a person on the Kalusha or national on the Yejuma. To a no not dream of person didn't 100. You think say 80. Who has the mandate? We should review that. Because a mandate will be able to determine a mandate there. And can conquer any one person to be the commander in chief. I thought so me no parliament was select committee, parliamentary select committees are all review. The NDC voted against these nominees. The select parliamentary committee in charge of vetting these nominees, no, the NDC party was emphatic, said no way you can go through until the core, the parent area, a core flow. Now this is what is my take. Me feel say NDC MPs, no, as much as democratic they have been, our vote to our conscience, not party allegiance, no, are credible and recommendable. And to me, enya adie bi a enwanwa esan say so what kind this very dispensation ya Tomana speaker no honorable Mike Professor Michael Kwe ofri so ama yepe new speaker. The MPP had all the numbers to make sure Senka, another NPP faithful, will be the speaker of the house. We almost supported the nomination of Honorable Kingsford Aban Babi. So we know your NDC ni. And so NPP for who foot too much to the extent say the general secretary of the party had to call names and all call the social platforms. Fifi kwete numde MPC dean those who are very allegiant to the party nom ehunya. As a political party who are kwenya na okrofo parliament no. Ehunya say o kunkrofo ani mase. Say binumu nye lawyer na ade. Let me tell you the history of NDC now, but this idea na say. I was once a staunch member of the NDC. And I decided to leave the NDC for the same reason MPs were no all the MPs who voted against the decision and the policy of the party today, are willing to have the opportunity I had to leave the NDC. I want to tell my brother Paul, say, the entire NDC won't be fun to MPP who these matters. So MPP for MPs decided to take their own decisions. Party ni megu omo hu fin ewo nipom. So MPP for to aba na anko party direction. We don't verify and disgrace our members in public. So what you say? because amanyosam no menua baby ya Ghana ye democracy na dru no nipa bebre adwen pom no you can't sit in a parliament and determine to block the decisions of the president simply because I have the right to do so. You can check the legitimacy say if Akroya qualified or not. And within the mindset of the NDC fraternity, Minya Paul the so kahon. One more rank and file members of what parliament. Is okay abaya waswa. John Mahama oni abayam. Na samubi am fakwam. He's sitting on the bench on nipa keneso. I see look at oni abayam. Fifi kwete on the bench, including Paul the Soso and all NDC commentators in the world. Communicators. One man wa abayam asa dispensation yi the 2020 ever seen nei. One more count the system of governance under the umbrella of democracy no. Eye the members of parliament. Eti ne uko parliament a one man oho no. Omo ho onfaso. The omo ye ni dimu sen asi edu nketia ene Fifi kwete ene John Mahama. You are sitting outside the park and you are throwing stones to the pitch. We should condemn that. Parliamentarians will say, they are paid to sit and think about the country. In their own common sense, they think, say, say, Ketia position, John Mahama position, Paul Soso position, say, ministers the dorsal, and Tientiso. If you check the record, Mahama Tam Krompunana, Minister Biano, regional minister, region required 10 regions, and a minister, someone deputies. The person or do Juma. How can we be in a country?
Mr. That question, say, MPP for your partisanship from where now I'm for crying for, say, Minister Omundusu, and they almost so. Yeah.
MPP 98 ministers. MPP can say you kind of reata. No more your conference call. No. Now party general party secretary. My question. Issue letter no. We send on the
MPP for no. Looking at the economy right now. Now, if not because of partisanship, why did they also go against?
Protecting the national person has no relevance with numbers of ministers. Constitution is 70% of your substantive ministers should come from the parliament. Parliamentarians already their pay structure is captured as a parliamentarian. And it is only the ministers who come outside the parliament. No. Hold on. No, don't say no. Don't say no. No. Oye minister.
Man say. So oye minister, you choose which one to take. You can take the MP's pay or minister's pay, but minister's pay needs some. And on the
how many do you know so much to the other one? No. What do you mean about that? Education men are the firm. No, you cannot say that. No.
Yeah, MPP
no. I'm building a point. I'm telling you on authority, say
that is how the double salary came.
This is not this administration. A year previous.
Oh, there cannot Bruno.
No, let me make my point. You cannot put that in my argument. I'm not saying that. What are you construing my argument?
He's tracing the fact. You see?
Let me finish. You are construing what I'm saying. You can't add to it because you were in a different tangent. You are not true. But let's
put it on record. Let's put it on record.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I mean, come on. Bro, question. Bruno, go ahead. Go ahead.
The constitution says 70% of your ministers. Listen, Opo, my opportunity.
Bruno,
opportunity. Let me finish. Me say, constitution is say 70% of your ministers should come from parliament. That's a fact.
Don't take.
All the members are 70%. Don't forget to say. I'm not saying say every minister be or MP no. When decided left or right. That's not what I'm saying. And I don't know. Minim who is Kwajo Ponkroma. Or your MP from Kronin is saying.
Achima
Yerebi. Minim the decision whether what Opo is saying or not. Because no, it's not Mr. Mitchell will say once I am the I'm speaking to the fact on the right to say. So all information say minister be or MPTA were opted to take the other salary ɛyɛ wo asɛm me say MPs no omo ministers no omo MP omo be ministers already that they are paid because of omo parliamentary allowances and pay in no utie per that stanza no omo create any extra monetary issue to the state. So MP BJ extra because for a minister, I have no information on that.
That's not true.
Meaning, I don't have anybody's name. I do understand so a minister or the choice to decide to go for extra allowances because we a minister, including being the MP. What I say, but I don't have privy to that. And to the American say if you want to.
Okay, let me say that question. So who as you know, the partnership in who as MPP, you know, do you think say the number of friends saying ministers are you know this current government Ghana share population do you think how ministers should it be reduced or I mean you have to increase?
Yes, see the big account. No, I want a more serious note. Tell me. I mean, Bruno. Look, Kalusha, the number of your ministers doesn't determine how successful you become as a government.
Then if that's not the case,
no, tell me, it doesn't. Listen, it doesn't determine it. The constitution says so. You're a Greek minister, and then the minister resigned. So do you want Akufo-Addo to say the fact that I'm trying to serve the public person, you know, my appointment?
But only deputy minister.
The constitution talk about the minister and his deputies.
Bruno, let's get something straight.
What is straight?
When these ministers, the Greek minister, the trade minister resign from their position, the chief finance minister resign from their position, okay, for over 1.5 to 2 months, no, nothing changed in the ministry.
What are you talking?
Nothing changed.
I allow these infractions because these are my good friends and I know the way they are suffering, so that's okay. I mean, you cannot determine how Akufo-Addo feel as the president whilst those time now working, and you never know what is being going wrong because of their absence. In any case, constitution is clear. Any Akufo-Addo na all kase. And
the constitution says you should appoint over 86 ministers. The constitution say 19 cabinet ministers. That's what the constitution stated.
Now do you only have to get 19 cabinet ministers?
Emphatically stated that you should have attorney general as part of the 19 ministers.
So if that's the case, why people are saying they should cap the fencing, the ministerial position, small one as compared to a country, because remember. Share Maya 31 million. As so Nigeria more to 200 something million. Almost 28 ministers.
The opposition members of parliament no police they think what the Akufo-Addo did was right. Why did the ministers went through? Ranking members of the NDC decided to support the decision of the government.
Mischief.
Listen. Anything I may build the point.
I condemn those members of parliament.
Please, can I speak?
Did something wrong?
No, can I speak? Kalusha.
I agree.
Kalusha. You see, Paul. In politics, no. Yenya amrema ye ho. Na obi anche na dwen. I'm not here to say whatever. But the me can say. Constitution is say. Your Mahama uni abam to keep quiet. General chairman of the NDC useless. Keep quiet. Fifi Kwete and Polisoso communicator are useless to the constitution. The people who matters in the constitution is the commander in chief, the president, and Akufo-Addo. The members in parliament.
That is a lie.
No, may link it to parliament. I know there are other branches.
The constitution is for the people of Ghana.
Because you voted
the people
of
Ghana include John Mahama, so I have every right to
talk. Can you allow me? Can you?
No, but you are misinforming.
Then you come and rebut it.
The constitution of Ghana.
Can you be a little bit
to the good people of Ghana?
Kalusha. Oh, Kasano, man, come Michelle. See, your politics now. We have to be a little bit liberal to allow our brothers to come in here and there. But then let us allow people to make their point. What does it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Beauty of
the democracy.
That's okay. That's
okay. Okay, to be informed. Okay, go ahead. Go.
The reason I'm saying that, and say, Akufo-Addo had decided to bloat the number of his ministers, even beyond what the constitution says. Let's go that way. You find the Paul Okan.
nti ba so mo
just me purchase
mo se enye no mo support sara party ala
ya mistake in your blow 2 ministers and MPP for no so hu de omo ye na ye hu kotom fa kran shem na abu ya so na ye di America de akoto parliament constitution no hu nyansa lo mo se unsam hu na obeli nyina no fa koto opo national ne kalusha nim no omo njaje omo vete even after vete ni mpo no still anye yepo a nipa dodo nsanye then these people honorable men of parliament no ukuro mu ba bia wo free adidome joje klekwa ukuro mu police also oh is cut to north cut to south abobo akachini abo asante bekwai bantuma sunyane east
I'm from Ketu South.
Brekum North, Doma Central. The good people of Ghana voted them as honorable members of the House. And you know, per hour to come on here, you know. What almost say woman you could for the and you see the ranking members of NDC, you know. The reason I've always say
some.
The reason tell them make us say. Obia ni wa me ma dream no betima ka say. NDC war and penso be a ben MPP and say these are practical examples. MP kura ko vote kura so me twa picture kura dia akochere tie o enti omokura party no ho no tie one more members of parliament they to abakura they vote against their own presidential candidate omo ampo no ye to aba unim they vote against their presidential candidate.
See, Kalu, don't allow
spewing
lies on this show. What is the evidence? What is the proof?
Proof.
Don't allow him to spew lies on my way.
Now on Friday, Parliament, there were 136. No
it
plus,
is not
no
about
minus.
Presidential ballot. It's nothing. It has nothing to do about presidential ballot.
This is an issue. I mean, you're upon national cross. I be a host to show no. What's
MPP?
Oh,
you can say all you want.
MPP.
Go ahead.
See, this is the reason why. This is the reason why next time I will come with a cane and shake people to order.
Where chief whip order?
Me you upon national. Upon me who no. Or you very much sports inclined. Now, our host to politics are very affable. One of the best hosts we can boast of in our dispensation in the whole. America had Ghana for journalists, Opo National, top notch. Opokrasi, he was looking forward for NDC to protect the national purse, Sadio Omokano, by stopping these nominees from because Omo ranking members of Omoko vetting committee, no, they did their job. So Omoko vetting committee, they told them say you can't go through. I'm a video break champion club beside to say after you can't support me. So we all know that.
You are my friend, yeah?
But this is the truth. And this for now, you are monpany for ni. And this party, no, Kalusha, they don't even trust John Mahama Krasa. Some can obey.
That is a lie.
And this stands from Tamo Khan as Grashali Kase. Obia Uwa Bamwa Uchra. Let us say I'm for fear Maudie. How can you say things you don't know? Oh, John Dramani Mahama Ninsama or can you not try the party for no? Omo Kofia no money or money no mesre no. Say quite official real nim Kosrana. Oh, can you please? Please.
This is not right.
Please.
And in any way,
please.
Your camera is.
Oh, that's how we Oh, why?
I spoke about somebody.
Oh, no. Oh, yes, sir.
You understand? Oh. But don't allow Bruno to tarnish the image of His Excellency.
David.
It is not true. All he's saying, he has no fact to back the.
Oh, can I?
Your mic is off.
Can I? Now, when you come to the media, see what my fancy or man, I'm sorry,
Bruno, I mean,
oh, him that would him. One more call them. Ranking members of Mama Yaraganum, Haruna Idrusu, Amalet Centra, Mutaka, Aswase, these are top guys in the NDC. None of my dear, said Nencrofor more parliament in Neno. We have statistics and probability. 45% of them will still be in parliament in 2024. Yamea dominate Druha. It is a Fofi and Twata. na say Ghana for your mistake ka say be John Dramani Mahama me president. But be obey most of the ministers na free no, which the constitution state that no. Ayan krofo ye omunyini ni o. There is also a concern in the public say MPs na ye di nominees ne koye no. Enya MPP party. One more per their own discretion decided to give some envelopes as bribe to some MPs. NDC for any. Now our opposition will get bribe. And we have the videos. You ever show during campaign how an NDC MP get to start ukromu for atu abama no. Na Steven Amo Asteka ya nyan hia so steka la akola wa bra konya te 3000 wa beka kire say oh no we there efu a lebro manyomi gamadiola je kakra so botoma na wachi. So you see oh me case babozi fading video out me nyama babozi fading that's get to out anyway tamale somewhere okay just go ahead. But we have the video na sabin prejuasa kakra mu bedie nti in opposition you are taking bribe. In opposition, no, you are taking bribe. You are in parliament. Government is taking care of you. Your constituents is hoping, sir, said you hold checks and balances. For the sake of MPP before cried, almost say Ethiopia. Then you are taking 2,000 Ghana bribe. A whole NDC MP. That's a well by more. Na say the $50 million a month say koye interchange unko blow to figure. You see I want to rest my case. But on the more friendly note, also you are my good friend.
Education kakana me the family say na Bruno kasa na nyesa menka na wantini MP so oya MP na onye minister first no na omoji 15,000 ena na minister there 20,000 na 20 it is how be minister emrana ma kwan say because say portfolio asesa no u choose back opa intimate me choose say we because waji MPC kano but naturally nipa be na
MPP before na choose back
nipa be na nipa be na oje 15 na the 5 account who with your new position baga so
no for that one year
me ba na me source me it is shine say when your portfolio changes your salary changes but it's the onus is on you so because meji MPC kano ana meji back ntina tama mahama ho no ebimu MPs a omukoye no MPs and then they were appointed as ministers. It's a sen kombeji pay ni back no because oji MPC ka oji free parliamentary hono and oji minister oji free ministries and nunti na ma omutumi den eji scan tu a no oji ha no asanji ha what you say no double salary no ekoba nti hono na mbesa me correct say emra no sesesa obetimi agide open na betimi agide peso
by no yadi
mama mi say question mama
me no yadi
sa hula ba we brebe the person who said Ghana when we parliamentary when they are voting is it a split majority or is it a two-thirds majority?
No, with regards to Ghana they need two-thirds, you need two-thirds
but a split majority,
a straight majority.
One grab the
but and she say to say buy cotton if you are send these ministers now omuye de say Akufo-Addo aban so no say 136 ni na to ma no say yempene and MPP for 136 ni na to ma yes na pepe kaza pai tire anka emrane say na kire say ministers na yenjo muntu
na for me na de ne oni hobi
no those present here dey adwuma and yes say obi 137
independence
138 right
yeah 137 pass independent but
independent so MPP ni
MPP
yeah and omo no house presently no and only dey kan 136 nti omo no na eto aba no nti na make say na NDC for what chance say dede na omo aye about Akufo-Addo fifi kwete calling Akufo-Addo arrogant just last week. Or arrogant ye kasmo ntie na aban so ne ade asem na mo kasa aban no so no ye nyina gitum sa aban no so. That's why I totally disagree with Paul Bosuo say kasa me blame MPP MPs omo na ye ade no Omo dey say the won twa say onim say na chia den. Achia omo dey dey in line with omo go. You see, one correction person me say Bruno ka say no me dey count na maybe Bruno say who appointed ministers and extra cost. That is not true. That is very untrue. In fact, who appointed one minister, the cost on the minister no goes up than the person one. One thing can say your man full bungalow. Yeah, your cars increase, your fleet of cars.
The constitution is allocating money for that.
We'll see. No, na car needs only into a petrol.
Also, Mr. Day.
No, also say you appointed MP, sir. No, but then minister. It doesn't change anything.
No, we were talking about the salary. No, you see, I'm not talking. I didn't talk about the car. Man, no. We didn't talk about that. No. Man, caught that level.
I thank God that Opo.
If you talk about cost, it's broader than the salary.
No, this is your fire. You see,
Bruno has been trained that. When I talk about MPs' salary, I was specific on the salary. I'm not saying say Obangalos Nina are the cost, but in any case, position be a president ebela constitution the constitution also underlines how the person must be funded. It's in yes be boni trimupo, but I was specific with the salary. All the other with car and driver and Bangalos no. Yes, I agree. But me specify my argument.
But that one comes as an extra cost.
That
one does it come as extra cost?
I don't see.
Bango said that.
We will get there. We will get there.
Kalu.
We will get there. And then.
Go ahead. Bruno, Obetran and Futon Kwano to me that Yamias say, even though Opo, your MPP, no, who are correct Bruno, say, when you are an MP, Ompacho Mamen Kasa,
say, yeah, but Obi Kawa, they are now pursuing. Obia me can be a political you was.
But I'll be on record. And I'm on record telling you say I know oppose an MPP. And they are on record. Me count the chi. And you know me. I said this in front of people. Me go count with chi. Make out with him. Now let's set this straight. Me the Nyame say Opo. Hey, Bruno trading. About you say Bruno on truffle. Because when you are an MP, Sefa. To say Sefasia or your MP, he's going to get an official car. He's going to get a bungalow. He's going to get a security guard. He's going to get a house up. All those things are additional cost to the state. So if you pay them different, you understand? And as an MP, no, becoming a minister, no, you get paid more because you are performing two functions.
We were talking about
you understand? Now let's come to
say they bring the additional cost.
Salary differences. No, we're not talking about paying them. No,
but in more of a crowd, there's 50,000.
Number two. Maybe number two exposure. Number two exposure. Bruno say, Bruno say, double salary. Let's put it on record. The current majority leader, okay, Chairman Bosuo, is on record. Has also, and some of the MPs also took double salary. And to your politics now, when you're saying it, say it fairly. That's number three. Number three, or transfer say, and I can for your NG salary. I am on this salary. But the money has a wet Skawaya Organa phone with going for road shows. Sikad, the company I Organa phone home. And Bruce say about the salary. So they are here. And he say I can't say more now. Don't try to play mischief and say, well, I can afford on this salary. The
company has okay.
And yet enterprise insurance. And yet the company solicit and become the brokerage when they are going for road to take loan. You understand?
So the more power
Look at not true. It is not true.
Look at this guy.
They were part of the people. Yeah, data bank. It's not true. And I am telling Bruno say you should not come and throw that into the eyes of the listeners. Say Gerevata doesn't take salary. Almost 54 million Ghana cedis within the 6 years. What are you talking about? Minister Bernard within these 6 years, the salary bet to 54 billion Ghana, 54 million Ghana.
True. What you are saying is not
54
true.
million Ghana. What are you talking
It's
about?
not true.
Don't come and sit here.
Oforiata does not take salary.
I'm not saying. I'm saying that he does not take salary.
One at a time. One at a time.
Also, maybe counter the more problem.
I've admitted, sir.
No. You see the thing?
No,
maybe counter more problem.
I've admitted. I've admitted, sir. Can Oforiata and salary? I've admitted that. But I am saying, sir. Even though the salary, no, sika why you kutu dubious we muka ntino twimu. Wafa kutu ase. Ayo Ghana for hono is 54 million Ghana cedi. You understand? So you see, this MPP for you.
Where did you arrive from that? Where did you get that figure?
It is a public record.
Public record.
It is public record.
Kalusha, you can't allow
it that. It is a public record.
What he's saying is not true.
It is a public record.
Oforiata does not take salary. Period. Okay. But
IGB. I'm starting from Bruno.
Yes.
Kamala Harris in Ghana, 100 million security law for or say other African. But Nayina Casa, I'm for target Nayina Casa visiting LGBTQ for in this agenda and say or say they issue human rights issue. Obi Koko visitor, is it going to impose LGBTQ or not?
Before can be said. O team for team wa overall kawa free hefa
Robert
oh my Ghana mamu me anyije ho achinye nye ye ho say ye de ho I will tell you today President Kufuor can send me Osunwane Catholic Church now or ye tama na oje national consensus about oko region bia also na President Kufuor ye regional tour the time no during the first People's Assembly oko Osunwane na Dr. Asem Fufuro no be ye de bi so mo primo new month to phone to no some woman new month to 42 omo fidie kwa upeche and the employment and new month a create to those areas and other things they are benefiting. My point is LGBT no any crime so what sorry be a woko o tribe be a wo free mu o entity be a wo nyaaye so wo chiri bi a e wasema obi antimi impose or no how he think about something on some people. But one thing I know, say vote to a president or a person into officer, you've accepted, say whatever he want to do with that office, no, it has to go through parliament. Akufo don't cast say, or no Akufo don't know worry say be on vanity. But then, Obianu Wakasa Kamala Harris no be bribed to accept. The MPP administration has made it clear. We are not against LGBT. We are not. And the money. But whether Ghana be implemented one is a different story. The thing is, say, me against.
Wow.
Obisi so ni obema beda a right. I say this is the advanced country on earth. United States of America, right? We are not saying the omoye na habiaye.
But do you think say our moral values as compared to the LGBT?
Morality no. What someone. Tie, uko Methodist, uko Presby, uko Anglican, uko SDA, uko Jehovah. Now we see moral binti. Obi adie bia, hwe, eti setama na ye nyina no. Menua, wo ye Christo ni na hu se kremoni kwa. Sebi, why don't cry so no nko heaven da. Sana kremoni so hu Christian. Eti Nyankopon ma wiase no me metra nka se obi decision say opese obo na sum de dade ye hye ho opese oberema so obeware be ma me metra nka nchro say wrong. I don't have that right. I've decided to marry a family in the opposite side of my sex. So shall it be. Upon national decision, and me case. But over national interest, we should dialogue. Meaning what I say. And then finally, it should go to parliament for them to decide. Because constitution in him saying you different divergent views. Meaning what I say.
Now why say president Ofi say Obeka yina one can be bia che Ghana baby sana obi akobisa on carry na Kamala Harris we do Ghana say kim and after we yin nim pese o che say I just support o say
o yin anim ye den Akufo Addo ye den mo de ene no chemade ba ko po ye
that's one of Canada and on
please you see
don't go that
brother Bruno
John Mahama kofa akwa the same. Akwa na John Mahama kofa no UK. All the same.
You see, wrong is wrong.
Listen.
And right is right.
Listen.
You understand me?
Hey,
it is very sad for you to be stating that MPP party stand.
Go ahead.
MPP supporting gayism.
I don't like this.
Hold on.
Okay.
But also, you can't come here and impose something on people.
But you said MPP is not against gayism. That's what you just stated on this show. And I'm disappointed to hear you.
Stop that! I'm on the floor. Stop it! I don't like that.
Oh, please.
I don't like that.
Please.
Come on. Obi Kasa will say,
please.
Why are you doing that?
Please.
I mean, what you want to be accorded to you, do the same thing.
Oh, please. This kid, you cannot scare me with this things. You know I'm beyond that.
If you on the floor, I'll allow you.
Hold on.
Please.
Hold on. Maybe.
Let me be clear about where we stand. First of all, for the American press who are here, you know that a great deal of work in my career has been to address human rights issues, equality issues across the board, including as it relates to the LGBT community. And I feel very strongly about the importance of supporting the freedom and supporting and fighting for equality among all people, and that all people be treated equally. I will also say that this is an issue that we consider, and I consider, to be a human rights issue, and that will not change.
Yes. What's the name?
Kano Youngs of the New York Times.
Zolan. Ms. Young, so thank you for the question. First of all, we don't have any such legislation here in Ghana. A bill has been proposed to the Parliament of Ghana, which has all kinds of ramifications, which is now being considered by the Parliament. It hasn't been passed, so the statement that there is legislation in Ghana to that effect is not accurate. No legislation. The bill is going through the Parliament. It's going through the Parliament. The Attorney General has found it necessary to speak to the committee about it regarding the constitutionality or otherwise of several of its provisions, and the Parliament is dealing with it. At the end of the process, I will come in. But in the meantime, the Parliament is dealing with it. And I have no doubt that the Parliament of Ghana will show, as it's done in the past, first of all, its sensitivity to human rights issues, as well as to the feelings of our population, and will come out with a responsible response to the proposed. The legislation was a legislation that is being provided as a private member's bill. This is not an official legislation of the government, but it is one that has been mooted by a handful of private members. So we will see what the final outcome of it. But my understanding from a recent discussion I had with the chairman of the committee, the substantial elements of the bill have already been modified as a result of the intervention of the Attorney General. We will see what the final outcome.
Okay. Okufuado, and I'm watching in Kano, or the seminar to this. I don't know. Omunyam passing here in a muse or met my passing. And Bruno,
Asama, yes, and MPP party, and never catch will be say, and Koye AOB to say moral right. Political party doesn't determine the person Paul is also should marry. Another person oppose national and army Frank Bruno is a worry. Period. Number two, President say, Yamamu how mine. Say yet what to dream any kabimami can be a democracy, a fan of Fapema Ukromuno. So no be a dream now, no be a dream. Fako parliament, meboa. Na parliamentarians need to more, a bit my bayamra. Omo Bogususwa, it's me bayamra. And to wait the dance say, a buy no car say, or Shagana for say, Yaji LGBT, Ashamokong. But I could find an oil individual, or also one life. What I say? Or no party chairman of MPP war my life. And this is also my lifestyle. The fact is that Uncle Parliament in Chester Kufuano Jirahono, only either A or B, and I may Frank Bruno, Mrs. Minim de Madre Yemi. But young can on record say, a buyer was the government of the day and Neno, and passing Rebisa gain Uti, or minor adjactums officially. Yeah, practices because once you go through the parliament, then the other subsequent emoluments not come through. You need to be asa. But so you Ghana need now person practices hard you know. Emrebia soon tia Ghana say at least initial bontias or the about trim. Ghana need this year before self office or your berima, no shano yonko berima, ana wo your bia no hia no yonko obia na osese opeso ni nipa kro tu ana mo ya aware kwan so a as much as yentimi ma certificate because ye nyamra e wo ho no Ghana ni lihye bia so ni wo so obetima threaten your life. What you say? Constitution does not say so obi person yes ade na hu na hye no anasa kwa ni bibi. No. It yen common into this for trim say as long as you don't believe or you don't think it's a good thing no. Only to me be say obi person oye bia utie. Okobok okoyi chekutupa kobok dumping franco force yen kobunin no. It is happening in some countries. But let me tell you, this government, MPP government, we know, will never sit down for that thing to happen in Ghana. In any case, so who are concerned, that's how we know parliamentarians in it. As the history shows that the NDC MPs take bribe and therefore they don't vote what the party want to know. It's your concern to change your members in parliament. So if you say members in parliament don't change you forever, keep quiet. Because we are the Ebeko parliament. And the record shows that when they see little brown envelopes, they start panicking. And we are also taking this case to it's already in the domain of Eco Parliament. It is a what Hanomufi say Emma Sodia, please hold your fire. Because as far as I know your MPs, they are going to help the thing to be passed. And when it passed, and I'm warning you again, NDC for no. If you dare threaten anybody under the LGBTQ community, the law of the Republic will deal with you and deal with you drastically.
But what can say there? One person criminalize LGBTQ and the coin and say pass it there. Let's say Ghana want to practice you. That is the essence of sending the bill into the parliament.
Of course, it's all borders on parliament. It's a parliament. Well, and the president can microphone or the corner or my dream upon the Okayan. And no your decision. But then the parliamentarians have to decide. And as far as we know the record, no, the NDC parliamentarians always go opposite to their party. And to their party, so can I know. Microphone or parliament in Esreno, Sakwe or Nim the Okika. What I say, but yeah, MPP dear, we are not saying say, Otoba be a chinchina for Hokosha LGBTQ community. But the air can say so be was at to be a numua. On your mambo for, on your nipa bonny, or your omaiba pa, as long as Omum Rasso, young more muhu by to say will be your worry. No momono, and Crophobia will be a sea or Muboku tupa. Oko other countries are Uganda, normally other places. You saw your beer, Nancrophobia, Apiaba. Ebekum yasra NDC for sasa huriya ke kasam no mutirema woman nso be ewo. In any case, if you have a problem, call your parliamentarians and advise them the way you want them to vote. So when you omu ni se so mbeje bribe so a so when you MPC ni so mbeje bribe so a na so omu ntie wasem so a mo primary sir, vote them out and bring people like Paul Bosuo who think he say or be a member of LGBTQ he should be killed or he should be stoned. Thank you.
Okay, Paul
Kalu. Won't say. I mean, won't say Bruno. Me catch us so debut too for to go nipaninu. And I also not ending. Let's state that Bruno Casano or say MPP is not against Sa Adena Yekan was LGBT. I don't even to know the name. Look, Ghana have 3 religious beliefs: Christianity religion, Islamic, and then traditional belief. All these 3 religious beliefs frown on this. Is that how you say it? So what I say. Yeah. And also, it's on record. Say, President Kufuor Akasetia, President Mills Akasetia, John Mahama Akasetia. This is the only president Yebisa no say is bound to happen. And it's bound to happen. It is happening right under his nose. And I am disappointed in Nanado and Dr. Baumia and Bruno and his government for Bruno making it on record today. And then Mustafonia and Bruno say MPP4 is not against LGBT plus kill debe. So what I say. Can you let me talk? Bruno, can you let me talk?
The back off.
Bruno, can you let me talk?
The back off. What you say?
You see,
Bruno back off.
You see,
when they see the brown envelope in Parliament, they are moving here and there.
you see,
That's not me.
you see, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the Bruno has made it clear to us, and Bruno agreed with the president. Said it is bound to happen.
300%.
You understand? It's shameful
Not to
for the MPP. The same Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo all two Futoku Ghana for say he's going to build a cathedral for the people of Ghana. I'm sinking 300 million Ghana cedi into just foundational for the same person to be saying say. I mean, legislative behind take effect. Now, even if it comes to now he's going to veto it. Onube veto. If whatever Parliament takes, Onube using the power of the veto. It is so disappointing. Now, Ghana for Amutiemi. Munim say Bruno and the MPP. According to Bruno, no MPP for no omuni bibiao about this LGBT. No, it is so sad. I am stated on record say in Christianity, Islamic and traditional religion, no, we are all against it. And the NDC as a party, we are against this thing. It is not a right thing to do. What is the meaning of that? Bible now. Bruno, meaning na yejidi. Me say Bruno, meaning na oye Methodist ni. Okay. You see, it's unfortunate. Say President Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which said they be out to Ghana for him. So for him to say that it's bound to happen, no, he's confirming uning, and I'm so disappointed. But you know why? His handlers should have not said this question was going to come up, and they should have prepared him. Or static as an uncle said, no legislative have been passed already, not anyone. But he went further to say even at all, no. Only chairman of the committee Nakasa, and he has asked his attorney general, okay, to do some amendment in it and all those stuff. He was talking to affirm. Exactly. He was talking to affirm, say, almost supporting the Baba Ghana because of what? Because of what? 100 million Ghana cedis supporting security. This is $100 million to support security. Aid in Ghana. That is why the Nanado Dankwa should be giving Ghana as a Christian Islamic traditional country. Say, yebe participate at it's so sad. So sad. And if you actually find him say, Bruno, ni Nanado say, LGBT diabe no people for no almost support it omuntia
and George Jata Sam George
yes
no almost criminalize I don't know the bill no that was the essence and to the only argument say if the thing pass out do you have to criminalize LGBT?
Look criminalizing it I mean it's right in order because at the end I'm actually there I say near team such as here me am no baby me ejuma no minimum ejuma but I know my limit ejuma me no be but I want that no minimum onya madam for because nyame achiwade nyame se my enyesa nyame abo be mani oba se me the obema ni oba abom se munye ebusuan one case obema ni obema nda ana oba ni obanda so what you say so for Bruno to be supporting this thing no and I catch us as much as we are doing politics no as much as we are supporting or doing politics no maybe one man we should kick against it if our party has taken a decision against it no we should kick it just like I have condemned our members of parliament no I was expecting Bruno to condemn the president and his party for supporting this unacceptable and uncultured act in our beloved country Ghana.
Okay.
Kaluma me fa point back before ansana e dey focus now. I one thing is say LGBTQI no my MIT for nti say Emrana Eba first time no your constitution Bruno was saying that there are laws are na choice you do it me do jail 3 years up to 3 years but the attorney said there's a debate about natural canal na lawyer for no idea na clear what is natural canal natural but to first now those were the languages ni jargons I know you say as a natural unnatural canal near baby answer say bema and no and American into not into oh no a constitution and many on I'll read those me be here I'll read it all
the NDC members in parliament don't even think the way you guys are talking
what I say into Kalusha one Emma Ghana constitution it is stated in there but I am a little ambiguous when it comes to say unnatural canal no and na lawyer for be brave a debate around enti emra na omo ye no ye mra na omo ye dia ma no ye more clear and specific enunti enye se bi no number 1 e bi ho dada illegal in Ghana. Ntina nansen me ba nya wona mkasa ma. Ntina nansen se wo ha amanfo ko yege ni ade ane achi omo. Even last week na obi ye nkofo bi ye we do mo ko chi omo buo mo say ho ne ma nyina. It is unacceptable, but I want us to establish one illegal na two. Na Bruno ka say enye political party na be ka say obi nware oba ana obi nware bema. So udi nipa so a de nipa no pe na wo ye ma omo, because we elect you there as our also be council also.
Na enye bi na wo ka sama okay, it doesn't make sense to me opo. You can see a minister so mpene. Na dey go can get there also no dey pick and choose.
Me say anya pick and choose. The same thing. Ministers na moye bebre no nipa mfo aso.
Anka MPs na dia tum.
Na say na nya bia dey complaining the same.
Enti wo dey doesn't matter because MPs na represent o ma dia tum.
Bruno, the fact is say adena wo betina ha no. Wo say envelope na wo di ma omo. If you think what you're doing, no, say ni pape, MPs no for us. Why did you give them envelopes? Point number 1. Oh, and point number 2. That is why the whole Ghana is disappointed in the NDC.
That's right.
It's no, yes, I for us, but 2 million now. Right now, no saying come on a bed day. Everything stop us idea no money. What I say. Until what I'm saying is president, even personal, just a Bruno can personal we are and your personal we now did in the paso. A passe who did paso can do ni panope and now yema omo. Kromha who say just like you say a high civilized. Oh my jatum initially there were big your friend is saying against for the move. Texas, as I speak with you, almost Supreme Court are passing on juma. Massachusetts governor catch him say more because near Texas in the other state almost still Omufanya juma. And Massachusetts governor say empire mamu wari oha mo de momra haye de beden. Ye bejmo. No say ye uka state almost start practice say omo legalize lesbian Massachusetts number 1. Charlie new one now. No, this one we quite the same under Chalibeka. No, my many my back on under Chale. Yeah, and they say no, fancy. It's the American say. And your politician, and
parliament,
and another last one, and it's a Yamati for who say, Ghana, your private members bill, and it's initiated by you, not the amount MP, not the court. Near debate and a official bill from the government. Intina Nanado no person chirimo ho say we nye bella. Intina say he was trying to please Nana Meninyo Kamala Harris. And also can kusi say Semrano Bewia. Oh, who yes, naturally say who say a people's private bill. Now say Ajia to me near the banana sanka say it will come to me. Not just idea na say who see who can say the nipa no craft the money na Ajia to me say yam penal so sign because when the bill is passed. Oh, a quiet act then parliament. Oh, so a quiet act. Near passing to bill. Then the president signs it, it becomes a law. Until you bet me the bill bet me free parliament. I could that president prosper for 10 years. One sign and your law. So today coming now. They will vote today coming now. Where LGBTQ laws now coming now. It goes back definition point in the president. Say Nana Dukas and Meme Breso main sign. Entiminya law. Entina man nipa bebre na utie news na most people were disappointed say yeah na udi so yes yempe president na na wo do principles in school uko UK and na dey America for deal yeah Ghana for so what I say oh no Bruno is a person no on the personal views no I don't think he's speaking for the party if he's speaking for the party there then fine because MPs ni na bebre say a bill no MPs be count and NDC for nkwa MP okay. So I feel say no. Okay. I'm sure. Madam, you so ma omonfa sikam impose omo values man. Enye bibia na ye man. And anka the na Bruno canon. Menka wouldn't be disappointed in Nanado if Nanado wasn't a Christian and who himself is saying I'm building a national cathedral for God. If honor God who honor God na who honor no say we machi wade now you are doing it it's a contradiction
Yakopon so obi di opeso ye man ma nye NDC MPC kwaje bribe tuti o me Yakopon ay o mbibi
who approve so much bribe
it was for better was pa afi edu etf so mona program ni amodia wotumi from Ghana plus 508-304-9394 plus 508-304-9394 who starts with 508-304-9394 patcho line CDD so ni Ibrahim na bako first efu aba sister Fia efu aba Ojam Buama ana Erekwaku Buadi ana Oluman amana mudi su Dauda Ibrahim what you mean
Malicho mamicha wa America samere de minise tu abo Ghana de siku me kobo na mincha opona sima na mincha mu America nyina mini yana oni ya NPP minute wonu mechia no NPP ni na fra Bruno meboa anya na mo fra
Bruno wa
nyame emfani boni chano nyame emfani boni chano onim se sa game nyame kire nyame obo no Bruno no onim se nyame ekiri ge ana onim ese se ngomra se ukai utisa my amai no sai di no so utie manu bino kata hame onim se sa Bruno de manya ne butu kono nyame abufu so utie
Cosmetio
oh tie me se so na nyame butu no onim se nyame bufu kono emnam be ma ne be ma
so de ngo mo ya so de ngo ya
o se obi ai o so no obi right uni so obi right be ma ku obi se fo mo Ghana uni ka ni sa woni obi right be ma ku won ana uni aguro mi na muji no aguro na no muti ono muji no Ghana ha mi do nyame se muji ba jihad be si ha be se akiwa na yemu mi do nyame muji ba ha ye karmo fo ye no ke peto jihad mi do nyame abi da kampani ya kace wani no mun je mun try grow Argentina mun fa yin storia it's going to happen how many happen here there how many happen o da man fa show why say dem si bufu no so nyima
okay bye that's it my sister Fia Manenko.
Yo, opo me ma ju.
Where Kalusha ni o?
Ah, Kalusha.
Yes.
Ana de ona tina jom.
Well, me tell you hot seat today so.
Yo, me bo abaso pa me chia MVP ni no. NDC ni no. Ana my ba ko no kan Mr. Wilson. Ona ba ya na say ba fro.
The way for the so NDC ni ona ba. It's what we try to keep to be an akese.
Ah. Eja omunyi ana de eja omunyi na na me bo bia so aba so ana de show so aye den papa ba me asema me ba kan me kira maden enti mo bia ntimi ko ho se bia me yes ankofo di bia me ka ho kra menso asema na na do kan aye no enya ne bone so a papa no kire o pa kire se o di mra na aye adwuma ma me ne ka sa asem no ase asema na do kan aye ni se what they were JDBia, they are not parliamentarians. Or partners and running a day, only Brasso. So, I'm to Mudia, fine. Oma kwa jantu so because Ghana he uba parliamentarians ni nyina ko obi atia saa de no tina na do no ya we say nya de saa de we betimi aba so de biara da eti Ghana for ma yen ka ma ne kwa ya say so far as ya wan ka ni ku ana wan ka na to say me de mi chiri ana sa me pe hoye ma oya ankura oya ma pe nya nya no kwa ne betimi ata ki decision ama Ghana ko nyina e mo mo de ma mra ne de a na say wa mo akwa ko dwen ho no wo botu a oni asem bi aka wo Ananado, I don't fancy money. Kalusha Mr. Micha, the future president, the incoming president, over 2025. It shall be that.
Okay, Madam Sister, if you are not hotel and kind of fear prim, court, Ojambama. Ojambo ama maniko what me kama nko.
Bema ba mamenchia onu abejas phone na Bruno mamenchia Bruno. I'm not cheating, I'm not cheating, so Mr. Basu down authority. I'm not saying Contonchi chairman, Sumentia or Mona, or Mogman, so Bibia and Co. Mogman, some seniors come from more issue for my Bruno, Marito, and let me miss my every before more, you know, and my partner, and I walk us. Me too, you know, fall on production myself, some of my nation. Let's say, maybe I said, I'm going to check. And I am people media, so you could appear actually a war mine. It look as if so. On my belief is a transfer, Nessa Cathedral. No only Ghana food man, you're getting home. If you're not coming, no, so be you as a radiant with them, our money. And all yes. Now, some moment beneath a factory in Chatama. While me and my people assembly, and on our shop, Ghana, the end of someone, not from the ones, is a yes, you have two companies or coffee and the eternity, or high train on your review, or near my girl's eternity. I didn't know when 1 year. See, Busama, or near Babagin Wasa, Melody, Ripper House, I'm looking, Miss Rana, a useful member. And we see a minimum with a mental soul and forcing to missing a sack of the share with them with that. Meanwhile, I say, never know how to be say, if you are terrible with Anna, Ulmado was my pencil, and Ulmas one pencil, who does me to pronounce it, your bare referendum on Sama, I be beer. Your papa, your door, your door, my center, when you boon, with us, the
That's be. Until I won't one smile, open new phone. Nana Ojam Bemana, what's it in Kano? Young call a Kwaku body, a Kwaku body. Patriotic voice, Yanko Eric, Yanko.
Many Carissa, Mamma and Chow and you may. Ufunetna, and Tajo Manichu baby will be a Chiamana, and when you are no more, Mamma Chiao Monster, Mechiao. Now, name Fancy more Dipama, you are Alanco Duce Martin, the next president, our grassroots in our fear cano. And you are Cocuncans, and also Thomas South of the Yano. Minia, make my Samsono. Yama Ghana, Fun, Yancy, as I say. A Yahunakim. Minia, Kalu, and for 4 almost to down. Your whatever I am, your mouth finds so many for more yet. Ghana. Uko numuia ana uko tonwe ni echiwa Ghana emretia enso nkofoton ade e wosi nyina ehu ni se Ghana ha me mfa me baba se be ma bi ne yonko ba nware no na me nkofo mi nia be ma se ne yonko be ma nya den enware no saade na nkoso se na na do otumi obetumi akasa an me ma saade wo ma bi ko banko yi ministers na nko mo ye adwuma ko yi ministers na nko mo ye adwuma fi amfa nko parliament ama Oman Kotu Abama DC4, I said, Nkatiamu, no. And no word the Kadiama Parliament. So, Munkwani and Shembranto. Ye two so we be a dear William Pano, ye two so William Pano. I don't know what say, yes, Union DC4, and another or Capra at the back of Parliament, a Quaco Shaumbra. And to my young prayer, whom I can be said, I said, Sabian, he didn't call so a Ghana Hada, a Kosoa, for 4 years. Emma, Yempese, the can of cry, a petty, NDC for my room, your papa John Dramani Mahama, Cape Nika, Nana Yonkono, one in a bagana, all the like my first coup d'etat, Bukuno. Yes, I want never a charm my man. And see, you may NDC, Minia, Ghana Funa, Indian people know we should move it. Nana Danko Kufado, any young people who are parliament one. And yard yes, I got all when you won't be Catasumu, so Roma Quaco, yet every idea, body the eye, they have other say, it's Ghana food, I best say. In you are alarm, Quaditra, Martin, Gigi, no police station executive singing, I said, the Abu Timopono, a Brassoa, young Namra, no ram the favorite the instant, if you say, or Panino, you didn't see Juma Shannons and a crown fast, yeah, Ekabi, into young family, Benjamin, so no, and a toto, when you're not human being. Many make we manifest Yanamentia, Ulman, more Obama, that I said.
Kwaku body patriotic voice, but Jim. On my, on I do some man inquire, Olu, Manako. On my. Olma ultimate car man ko.
Kalisha beto on ka boko de.
Boko Olma. Now so you tell catch it. The voice na there ko
me too quite kakra. I think the last Friday na me be call no me free program me gina so ama. Me credit stand na ka me mama we say from Monday ko mo antum nka. Na da matia me na chi kakra. Na so ke and my son download one son free back. Inti na me adom na ka me che bat maba.
Akwaba.
Yeah, the men who crash Sunday, near my appointed for original executive, my bravo original circus council. In my mention, and I mention will be Mr. Danso than auto repair. Sansona, Chama 1, Tama Kojago, this also, and I met Mati Bruno Sonka, the chairman, I will be opponents now. I mean, so down whole studio, my mention. Kalisha, yeah. No question say minia everybody kasa say NDC for na NDC for na petition na omode call parliament no na nya NDC for nkwa na de call yo na MPP form you no account nya no for jambo amabaya o kasa what yam farmer your 7 trenchen na member MPP ni say yen kan okura kufu adu nye bold no kan okura say ade we nya ade a o ma na so Enchebia Obama besino kwa Kenya, any Kenya mampenyi kushia Kenyatta. Obama say Kenya no free. Kenyatta ye board country Obama says so mu hono musu sosa ni amaraswa. Ye kuma Kenya de yanso so. President ya Kenyatta free wa abedi akunyai. Waka the same thing. Robert Mugabe ye board eka no kwachira ablofo no. His Excellency John Jajekum Kufo eka eye board eka atamus ka say yamma bosia kwa mo maye na nya de beje tuma je tumuchina ata mahama so eka the same thing adene du na Akufo adon kwa so a ontini nye board e ma Ghana for Christopher Nyankamo mu say na o man aye man penyi ye number 1 gentleman na agi na this na yini. So because of the Akko Parliament won't carry now the time when na Ghana mra na Kazantia anyway. I don't see Africa. Now abrofo me dia tum se polygamy e ya cram. Polygamy dey enso etumo mo America muntimi ware tu. Na mo me dey yentimi ware tu na we betimi ane oba na oba da be ma ne be ma da. Abrofo no say yendi enu ane democracy. Na mo say be ma ne offense obema ware mba mi de nye democracy. And the 777 so why give mu da wana o ye badwemba kan sem we mi no de na obefa senya nkofo ba obema na oba ka ye ho se no omontina entina ni enwo ndore se mpo anu anya na mo obrofo no se ene de anya ukwe bible quotation bi ani bible mu a e kaseti aware emienu mo nhihye ye kura no e wo bible mu na mo obrofo no se ene de anya ama ya die tu se enya ampa etigana akwa Kristo ni mpeso be ware tu omo sua dia kwa ite omo ware tu na brofo se dabi ge ne dia ye njintum etomo dia ye nhya dia maye omo mpanyi bi obenya akwanya baga na bia no e ka ho asem se na jo mama adamfo ye ge ya se obi ye ge ya na nchese so fa na adamfo se wadamfo no nchese wa asem se ba ma gitu asa aka se Ghana fu ya tin na se ge ne ye nyintum nda nyintum tra e di se na adamfo ye ge dia se dia nkare eti yenja sansa meka nanse ya president bi so since Australia president also obesira Akufo-Addo eti wono so ye ge na yeso ye ge wa ware bema eti obesira Akufo-Addo ne tireta na nado ye ge ana nado dige tu ba wonya bold non kasa sama mpenyize yenso so bi ko Ghana Christopher ne twan de Akufo-Addo beka eno na wontini kan ye minority MPs no na me adema ochena ye beka o mo asem Kalusha me da say
Olma full style I was sharing out saying say or then na December no odishaba na ebosu maniko odishaba
Therefore Kalusha me chawe buru na mato wo say
odishaba who you now say
Beneza look at the free MPP national headquarters mabedu aberenpe the next president he can't pay office or in odishaba ni to make us free.
Okay, maniko
me first the PSC Emma ife wo na mini obema se me okudi mini na tuata na se yenyu obema bia okotu eye another prayer ya woni conserve what na so call no post But some people on the post them in America was a phone now, one first year, no one country on press on president packet. They say a CEO library, a young effort. One year didn't come to another prayer. Many people on the mission. The American say, a dear Babu, a sea, or this sick, say chrono, chrono, and you bio. Sandiano, Yam Penny, but because I'm going to get to Koto, now more young. You must see anyone missing a boat. What is a so when the money party are from Musica, 10 million a car, you know. And you put on my own and make Yana oil. Or my own, as you will be Daya overdo my now 1F. Now, when you say, Sandy will say some of you. Now, what is the cover? Very Bukata. Saka Padino, the Media now. Gentlemen, could have some bar or bad. And you know, you best from Panini. Now, again, means soon. No, I come a seven more. Yeah, because I come a seven, but you look at Samra. The capsule said, beginning to me. So, parliamentary for me, Babu, and Pam, my microphone, the CIA. See, the new, let's say, my coffee, the come a seven. Omuko pie abuebu ni tire wo mo we ma so no ma decide na tum e dey be su kwai say yam tom wo mo decide no e ko ma so kra because e ko ma so be mo sika ngu pass e gulen christian na won be so sika wo ya mi ya ka so pass e dey no be ya samdo je kai wo kan be crocodile tears crocodile tears. Well, we never just can get correct campaign because on the set of the film is so big. And when we say, yeah, so the comment so big. Now, Mexico, yeah, you know, John Mahama. Oh, who come edit them? No, I'm not to say. I'm going to follow Ghana, yes, I was a being leader. Set opposition, it's not the of parliament. Because young coffee, we can't get very well. Now, people for one pet, and that's what they can buy and you're voting out. Now, because it's a making my dear wood, and Yama on an umpire. The best say, when I mess up with Chiffon, I say, we now won't come up here. Then you have a poor Montanian, dear Kofaya Montanian, that's informative in that. Also, Mamma Twasso, send it there or Mango because and people are very more. Or buying TV or man with me at the party. Na yin no ana kan sendi o ti ku fo ba ntie wote pa o man ko ani mu ni no di o man sabe sane e ti mo yin tie na pe na PPD ko na chamaten ni mrenye e duro so ye ko janye bu no so ko ka de tia ye die na me ka so ma menka ye die nie pa po de ndo na bu boye bu so e la tikati o be 3000 ba na chamaten o be so 120 it's me taking over 90,000. Then what's of the river? You policies are reaching more. You know, quite some of them in the media. The Chaba, New York, yes. Also, came for New York.
Oh, he man, Nana Bosuo, that's in the canon. Sakara, what you mean, car, on a so if you are not Coco Jopokuso, now, what's that number 2874 on our Odiso? It is Sakara, what you mean, come on.
Nina Kalusa. Let us Sankara and Gwedu Adenta.
Adenta for what to say.
So, Madozi.
Adenta for what to say.
Ubia, can we have so Mamancha Yura and Condition Martin? The incoming president, the thing Papa, a bar share MPP, say, over 20 Abon, I the Twabano, over 20 the whole country, or the Musika, Ako, Nansan and the Papano, or Chile, or Shaba with this. Or say, I can't say 1 is 1 country, or buy and part, or you say, I am there 1 is 1 country, a good Guma, what, Papa, I teaching Yuma, and Magana Mobu in the year. Now I see a man who I know Mura, it's answered the warrior, Cotton was so very cry and unity. It's 1 Mura, was amazing come on, not in fact, good one in your money. for me comments and this war is so much in Tiafi. I never see the DNC. He be anywhere, see Nanado on 15 minutes of floor. And now, like I said, million Muntu. He did Argentina. And this MPC, no, among us, Gasha, the same cases, company won't come, and not your monk was it, and no, any of your money. It's a misuse and cannot any other was some come was sympathy. NBC, Abanom Cotiano, maybe the Yamaka, and you see, look at Yam Cotiano. Many of these Cotiano. I see, look at your fast who could be a chairman. And yet, somewhere you can say, one can out chairman. We are second to no company, crash, and I'm also, and then you talk about the Mawo. You talk about one of those who was the Robert Chairman, who flew on the Parliament. Meanwhile, now listen to me, the Kaka appointment here, the Ma, how a country, Kodo Ponkuma, and Osakutuno, Omo place on Oma Nabi, Omo Mona rights. It is a Muba, Mother Yansita, Empire, so about my sitting here, or Bayano or Parliament. Muntakani, no, sorry, ya, so she is Tanya Yavi, and was here and do Muntakani Runa. So, Kaya, somewhere as I change this notion, Ewana, MPs no go on about and say, I told the Hawaii, Yan Peneso institutional decision, a setting the justice of and obey it. And she can use a sample for Nina, a young and so yes, then almost already a chair, because young Otuma, at the force in noise to cause in financial of Bruno Fuso, and the Casa Media may buy, by Yavi, and Emma Air Cost of Parliament. No one can say, the MPP proving so and so Bambia and come a speaker. So I say, the changes for a woman kids. And about, homosexuality, Minia, Nanado say, a Parliament. I didn't think the young country parliamentarian say, no one had you to say, I want your mother of the Shaki, and Nanado, so then it's about the Shaki. If you wouldn't see a month of every woman and every man, Bremuno. And run a best parliament number and sign a president in the Assassin. The parliamentarians in the also a boom with this war. Niana Nado. The best parliament Yabano and another, and then Sabe Shafi. If you know the immediately says I didn't know the also. You also I know you say, oh, we see a Sunday, I just seen a book for you. Pocket to Mammy floor. Another on prayer, I am a of a so called push. The Mr. Another on prayer. And so much good sitting and Yadia. Some about 2012 on implement probably said Washington Quantum, former MP and the best idea and winning there. It's more than I just on post. Now, say, yeah, I say, for Siam, as on the Ghana Labour Authority, Chief Executive, Papa Juma Obono, or Bahono, and Sisan Yaba Ghana Lamino. You come into a woman Nipa, somebody at woman, and so much of Yano, and some more not the G, Ebonian Puntuya, and you now also a Trabano. Edima, you will without you who will be Russell, without you.
Okay, that's CP. Sankara out in Kana. Kojapoku Yamako Ghana. Manako.
And I'm so open and some I was Ghana and some of them more there. Unity radio, Uncle Swankamu. No mama wadina dane da mutu meta unity radio na mama yanti Ghana de e kosu nyina baby bia opo na bia tinkalu ya na odi ncha ozi ni comfort o mo tia ni yepa da nso na opo no agaga no fase a o mfa na najiba na ozi chi comfort o mo tia ni yepa enu ana mo de nkare ma na enu amekodi da bi ka kan tina ntimi amanti na de be de fa unity radio ze chi comfort o mo tia na najiba yepa tinkalu yes papa ono aboko baby a o di ametia no na emza na nka ono so oya mama di no ya okaka enye say ya o say e bia ne bone kwa so ya tia no ya maybe person me buza say ya papa abandon oye NDC ni NPP for ni endorse nje NDC for enje ya dey na ono the meme question na me buza no say ya dey na ya papa babel etimi wi ni ye oye NPP for na kwato abanu ma e ma babel etiza o ma ganya ti yi minister ni na NDC for na wo say oh ministers wey dey omo Ghana puntu e be ko so a etine boni a omo ye ne dey yi amu so ya mu muri amu di kuza mu charges o makoto because of NPP for na NDC for akoto abamo etiza jesu so is NPP for akoto abama babena Ghana dey na di beba ebe so ya papa no ye nyina ye nipa ba ko ye meja ba ko etiza di bi ko so na MPs no NDC MPs na hu say wo dey be bua Ghana ntia nya ni so ma ye bone Yin na ya mamo ni ebu. Ami ya je kwa Ghana ya be to papa efra. Ke le be ya Ghana be tum point ya papa po. Ona bo po ya fa na we dey NDC for na nya ne bone kwazo. Because you see say mo agino wo say mo kwa parliament ni bi mo kwa parliament dem na den. Mo say dey na is our NDC for mo na MPs mo na o ma ni ni. Enti ya ba se no mo panto. Ana me papa Bruno so ba bi o bi ametia no. Na na be papa Bruno me penaza pa zo ya MPP ni. Na so na die ne kasa bi on ma nya mienu lu kroni emta enkaye because all that say yen this again another say gituma wo no the only problem now be so say Ghana no ye ko no say because yes say me e ba ye ne aba gyan won ma wajatum e di ka say Ghana ni obi yes ade ni bia wo de nka woni ni problem e no ye kaduma min ka be fine no de no kwa nyamom no Ghana no ye president o ma konkro bia ye asumdie bia ke ti ya kwa no say this ade we tu na ye say say be see cathedral e di sa o ministry kan sky ya GGDC e di ya ko di sa go foni ti kan bi ya kan scan wo di ko ti cathedral na manyankopon ana e ba sa dia be ni ye ni nyankopon ni ye because ye ya Kristo for everything you say so that nyankopon je no nyam ni ko dia nyankopon pe ba ni e di o musical council so da na bi em say nyankopon bu be fo ma konkro da na ye pa e ba sa ya da pa dia wo nyina na e bia no ade free exam King Kalumi ko em say ya papa Honorable Bosuo na ya ntasem de nyankopon onfa ne kai sie Ghana fo nyina yie kan so na yekuba wo fo nyina yie nti e bese kuba wo man o mo nsa de na de nyame na de ma ono anso na ege ene tia e be nya obi amana ba be si Bosuo na okuma wo man no etompo me nya salu mo ne nyame nya aduma.
Okay, kojo poku mara ya da se mpacho who start number no 2874 no ona do su bacho man nko ba ma ya wa pacho hwani
Opo good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Titi.
Yeah.
Titi Banako.
So, Opo, I just want to talk about this, what happened in Parliament the other time. The NDC parliamentarians who did that really did not do well. And this is the time for the leadership of the NDC to take a decision to show that the NDC party is completely different from MPP. Like the way some people say, oh, MPP and NDC are different. When it comes to corruption fighting, you should not be in government before you say you are going to start fighting corruption. If the leadership investigates the issue and they realize something like that, like corruption, like the way people are saying some of them have been bribed. Even when you use the word, oh, he's my friend, it's an influence because we are fighting to build the country. So you cannot say somebody is your friend and what is the national interest, you should put it aside. And because of friendship, you go and do what you are not supposed to do. They are the one who have been fighting Nana for appointing friends and family members into his government. Today they see the poor performance of the Nana Akufo-Addo's government. So if they should go and vote for somebody as a friend, because the person is my friend, you go and vote for him and without considering the national interest. So the NDC leadership, they need to investigate this, and all those parliamentarians who took the decision to ignore the party's position, they need to make sure that they punish them, remove them from their seat, make sure they are not voted to come back to parliament, and that should be clear to everybody that when the party take a decision, you need not to go against it, because this is in national interest. But I don't, and also I want to add, why is MPP? MPP, that's what I always say. MPP is not a party that is interested in developing the country. They are self-centered individuals. They want to come and develop themselves. If you look at everything they do, they want to come and develop themselves, not to develop the country. So that is why you see all those MPP members who are calling. They are not even what NDC people are fighting. They are fighting for the national interest. Opo, I heard you also in the advocacy for that. That those Senado that were appointed should not be allowed. But you see the MPP members who are calling, the country is not going, it's not moving in the right direction. But they cannot see it. They cannot see it because they are so parochial and they are self-centered. They are not, their interest is not in building the nation. Their interest is in the party being in power for their leaders to be rich. No matter how poor they are. Those who are calling, they are so poor, what to eat is a problem for them. But their interest is not in building the country. Their interest is in the party. So again, their NDC leadership, they should make sure they fix out those NDC parliamentarians and make sure they don't vote, they don't allow them to come back to power. But they should also know that any decision that they will take, FPP is going to sponsor all those parliamentarians in case they don't want them to come back to parliament. To stand as independent candidates in order for them to win those seats. That NDC must have that in their mind. But it should not, that shouldn't disturb them. Discipline must happen in the party and it should happen right away. I'll end here.
All right, thank you so much, Titi. Thank you so much for your contribution and submission. Thank you so much. Hana, I did make any banana and I'm calling Facebook. Na man for commenter or my comment on Facebook. Remember, I'm to see Kojo Asempa Furniture West. So good afternoon to you, your listeners from Kojo Asempa Furniture West. Dum Kumasi, and also the by Blazer Sun, 2 p.m. Asante Mampong. Also happy belated birthday to Chairman Nana Kwesi Augustus, NDC Asante Regional Chairman. Nana, enjoy your day. 2 p.m. Asante Mampong. Also the same of the by no. Eric Kwaku Bwadi, patriotic voice. Bechem, regards to Honorable Alan Chematin, it's quite intriguing to compare NDC over 21 years regime to that of MPP, which is set to spend 16 years in government. NDC as a party has nothing better to offer Ghanaians again. Greetings to Mr. Kwaku Nkansa, aka Pani of Chechimentia, the next to lead MPP Tano South. MPP Tano South. On also Nsema or the Abanono. Isaac Mensa, hey, this also, what are you talking about? Please blame your NDC. Why? Hey, Isaac Mensa. Ojambuama, so watching you live in Obuase, Dr. Caesar. And Ojambuama say, my greetings goes to Chief Alan Chematin and Yamame Aliskar. I say, good afternoon, brothers. More fire burning both MPP and NDC. And yade Jumadenu Esie, na yakaiti for say, Omamosa saying, Medid by Anochi Chrome Restaurant, Asamas Trading, Dan Auto Repairs, Prem Stores, Dr. Kwabi Sadif Hair Care, Gold Coast Skating Service and Restaurant, Kumasi Market, Anochi Trading, Dream African Market, and Faith Marketplace. Such Makwe and as why I say, Emma, a day, Anopa Bosuo, a day, bro, meeting Eddie King Kalusha, Miniminia, Opo National, Mr. Jemfi, and a did media, Ote Paul DeSoso, Secretary, NDC, Massachusetts, and Franco Bruno, Communication Director of MPP, Massachusetts. Ote Ominanka, say, Omodo Mandu the same, Beba. Qual some of friend and Sebonsu, Olmai, Ibrahim, and say fear. Omama Ojambema, Omakina, Mamofeina, Titi, Mina Damasi, say Mode Madrinche, a beboard media they call on kind. Yakupo had more channel per share, say, a day, Anopa Bosuo, a day bro, over few Mukamu, Robert my commander Leza, say, Leza pray, little radio, Worcester, obey to me. Ama bibia to me a conkain and chaka says so Pankoma Masadanso of Dan Auto Repairs and no Mama Kajina, the Chichampa and a And I did media ni besi. Bedi once again, King Kalusha. Me na na metra hot seat ni your regular host Opo National. Yakupo ya aduma achano pa shine say yede Anopa Bosuo edebo. Na medi musie makramo mama ba. Yakupo ya aduma yo Anopa mama.
The subject without changing the taste. That's good stuff.
Toda buena fiesta comienza con un buen outfit y tu próxima cita es con JCPenney, en donde encuentras de todo para cualquier ocasión, ya sea elegante o casual.